Hudson lassoed by Tallis. Look at Tallis. He drags him.
But a champion becomes a legend. Makani Debra's won it.
Got him!
That was perfect.
Welcome back to another episode of the Reggies podcast. You're here with three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Theme of the week. Yep, we got themes now. Controversy. We've had rugby league officials under the scope again. Do we need extra time in the AFL?
Yep.
Is boxing corrupt? All that. Plus, you got your recap of the week's footy. Look ahead to Magic Round.
Oh, boys!
John
That's a
Fury,
big theme there.
John Fury headbutts bantamweights now. We look at the Usyk Fury fight as well. A cracking motorsport recap from Zachariah again. But yeah, boys, Magic Round this weekend. Here we fucking
Oh,
go.
man, it's hard not to just be a happy boy at the moment.
I'm very
you know what I
excited.
mean? It's
I'm
just
prancing around
exciting. It's
Yeah.
fucking exciting. It's going to
Yeah.
be a great weekend all around for rugby league fans.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to pop my Magic Round rugby
Oh,
league cherry.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Well overdue.
I was going to say 8 games of footy, but there's actually 9. Because on Thursday night, you've got the fucking game one of the
Oh,
Women's State
yeah.
of Origin at Suncorp as well on Thursday night.
Yeah, right.
And when I first saw it, I went, fuck, why have they played the first game in Brizzy? Because they're going to have another 8 on the field, but it's obviously to try and get people there to go
Great
to
point. That field
before.
Sunday night is going to be belt.
Any sort of fucking moisture, it's
gonna
just going to get
Actually,
torn
have
up.
you looked up any forecasts?
Have not, no.
Do you know what the good
Won't
thing
matter.
is? She's dry in the box, Joe.
I tell you what didn't happen last weekend. Ground was not made.
Oh, no.
Not on this show.
What a fucking joke. I went 0 for 3 on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So
I had a very average round.
it's coming
just
up.
average in general.
But Thursday, Friday, I'm 3 from 3. And I'm going, here we fucking go.
ground
Yeah.
is being
Ground.
made.
0 from 3 on Saturday. What a fucking G up.
Yeah, it
Just
wasn't
a little quick one for all the early birds listening. Premier League situation at the moment.
Yes.
So as this comes out, the game will be happening. So we'll just try
Probably
and do a
second
bit of
half,
predicting.
yeah.
Yeah, probably second half. So for all the early birds, this might interest you, Tom, maybe. What's going on is there's 2 teams that can win the Premier League.
Oh,
The league.
yeah.
So the
There's
30
one we were talking about before with your team that had a couple of wins.
Yeah, but we're safe. We
Yeah.
can't be
That's relegated.
we can't be relegated.
Yep.
There's 2 teams that can win it. Man
Yep.
City got 2 games left. Arsenal got 1.
Yep.
Tottenham will be playing City tomorrow, but right now as everyone listens. So Tottenham and Arsenal fucking hate each other. They're from not far away from each
North
other in
London.
London.
Yeah, right.
North London. They hate each other.
Yep.
Tottenham are playing City. If Tottenham get a draw or beat City, Arsenal are in pole position to win the league.
Oh,
So it's like, how does this
Final
shit
match day, yeah.
happen every year where there's just some story where
Mate, I've been on the fucking wrong end of it too many times as well. as a Liverpool
how good
fan.
sport.
I'm just going because there's been a heap of chat. The hatred's so deep that there would definitely be some fans, Tottenham fans, hoping they lose so that
Yeah.
Arsenal don't win the league. That's
It's
how
so
deep
conflicting.
the hatred
Yeah.
is. Like
But then there's Arsenal fans cheering for
Tottenham, exactly. Arsenal are cheering for
singing
Tottenham.
when the Spurs go marching in and they're fucking born and bred to hate the club.
Oh,
it's exciting
I
stuff.
want Tottenham to win because
I
I
just
don't
want it to
want
be a great
City to
final
win the
day.
league
Yeah,
again.
anyone but City to win the fucking league.
So
and
it's not all over if City win. It still goes to the last day, and West Ham have to beat them. But
Yep.
it's just unreal how you got 2 sides that absolutely despise each other, and now one of them's cheering the other one on.
Yeah.
And the other one's going, well, fuck, if we win, we fucking pretty much win the league for Arsenal.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, wow, that is
For those who
conflicting.
don't
Pretty cool.
know with European football, soccer, it's not a grand final system
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like normal league. It's whoever finishes first at the end of the year wins the league. So
38
That
games,
explains it.
whoever's on top wins the league.
Yeah.
They do have other competitions that are knockout style, but
Yeah.
That
this
was
is the one.
exciting.
This is the one everyone wants. Well, it will be on the final day.
Well, for,
But
thi-
the
for
best-
this it will be. I just mean overall, not having finals isn't as like.
yeah, but they still do in other
Yeah.
comps.
Yeah.
Which is why
Champions
it's pretty
League,
cool.
Yeah.
FA Cup.
Those fuckers play, like, at the end of your career, if you haven't played 500 games, it's like you haven't.
Have you had a good career?
Yeah.
It's
they
like
just-
50 games a season. If
So
you're playing
much.
European football and then you've got 2 domestic cups in England
Yeah.
plus Premier League, that's 4 competitions you're playing. It's not just like how
50
we've got
games,
the NRL, the AFL.
play for 15 years.
That's right. You at least a fucking 600-700 gamer.
games. Yeah, unreal. Anyway, just
That's why they get paid hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
each game.
Yeah.
So I'm
A
getting
week.
Harry into soccer.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good plan.
just thought I'd share that with everyone straight up because it will be on as you're listening if you're nice and early. Now, there's a lady we need to mention here, fellas. This is just incredible what's happened. Shani Phillips. So stand up and take the biggest bow of all time for that RRLC baggy reg cake that was made.
yes.
Just get up and bow.
Yes.
And if your husband's not clapping, get rid of him.
The cheeks will be clapping that night, love. Because he's
Multiple
pumped.
claps.
That was fucking elite. I
Yeah.
just was not expecting that at all.
She's
You
made
sent it through.
that cap, and I think she's cemented herself as captain of the
Yeah,
league with
she
it.
is.
Yeah.
She is. There's no questioning that.
There's a fucking preview for
I
the end
told
of
her
the show.
that midweek,
Yeah.
mid-weekend.
Mate, that's fucking brilliant.
Had no idea what I was talking about when I said captain of the week.
I
Yeah.
did see a random reply to saying, not sure what that is, but I'm sure my husband will be stoked.
Yeah.
And he is. I can just tell he is now.
She'll be able to trout that off to him too. She's the captain, bud, not you.
Fucking oath.
I'm the captain now.
I am the captain now. And then shout out to, saw this big CJ Vincent. He's put up a little post in the RLC. He's been, listened to us since day one.
Yes.
About reaching a little goal of his. Got a New South Wales Rugby League media pass after years of hard toiling, doing interviews with ex-players, coaches all over. So well done there.
Well done,
fella.
brother.
CJ.
Crook photo of yourself on the pass, but I'm sure you hung like a horse to make up for it. So
The mullet made up for it, but you did look a bit sick.
Oh, well, it looks like a Reggie.
yeah,
Which is good.
Bloody
That's
oath.
right.
It was definitely, you can smile, I believe.
Yeah. Oh,
on
you
the
can?
I'm not sure. but
righto.
anyway, let's get into the sport. Can we say a little prayer, fellas? Because by the time the listeners have hit play on this, we will know the answer. But can we pray that Harry Grant wins his judiciary fight tonight?
Oh, fuck, I
And
hope so.
has his $1,000 fine reversed and all charges dropped for that bullshit fucking charge that's happened. Obviously, we've all seen it. Terrible piece of officiating on Saturday night. It's
Yeah.
just...
There's
what the
no other
fuck?
way to put it. Like, you can't say that was the right call.
No. For those who didn't quite understand, he's had a $1,000 fine, no suspension or anything, just a $1,000 fine handed down to him. And he said, you know what? I'm going to fucking stand up for the players here. I'm going to fight the charge. If he loses, it just goes to $1,500.
Yeah.
If he wins, it's zero. So there's no suspension on the line at all. So he's going to pay however much money to lawyers.
Yeah.
It'll be 10 times the price of the fucking fine, but it's the principle of
Good on him.
I should not be charged with anything
No.
for that act.
And for people who don't know what we're talking about, he chased the kicker, and there's that making contact with the leg after they kick is a massive thing the NRL are locking down on. Harry Grant chases out, literally pulls out of even trying to do anything and just glides past the front of him. The foot makes contact with Harry Grant as he's jogging past, and that was it. And he got not only penalised, but sent for 10. And it was fucking embarrassing to watch.
Controversially, may or may not have, but did it lose them the game? We'll never know.
It would have
Because
made
they
a big
scored straight
difference.
after that. But
Yeah.
anyway.
And,
I just-
what's your thoughts on that as a whole? Like where
I don't
want
to sound like the old fucking Joe from the 80s and the game's gone soft.
Yeah, well,
but
it fucking has.
holy man. Like, it's hard not to when in a situation like that. They've cracked down this year on it. You saw what happened with Elias. That was crook. He snapped his fucking leg. But the fact that old mate kind of stuck his leg out, Harry wasn't even looking at him, just running past, it kind of just makes me think, what kind of pressure can you put on a fucking kicker
Yeah.
now?
Well,
Where's the charge down?
What you got to
what
do
goes
is
from
just
here?
make contact with the body, like as in jump at the body, and as long as you're wrapping arms and shit, it just can't be isolating the leg. And as much as that was a joke, I am happy with it being black and white. If you make contact with solely the leg, it's a penalty. But in that situation, you'd go, fuck, that's harsh on Harry, but that's black and white, the rules, which a lot of the times it has to be. Otherwise, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, otherwise someone's personal opinion decides, like the referee.
Exactly.
I'm all for
where
black and
where
white,
that
really.
doesn't fucking, if that happens, no one can blame the ref because that's the fucking rule. But the fact that that happened and he got sent for 10, to get sent for 10 for that, you need to maliciously fucking
That's
run
right,
at him
wasn't
and
on
just
sin, but
take
no
his
offence.
leg out.
Not
So-
one bit. I thought when they were looking back at it in the bunker, I was like, oh, maybe they're about to overturn
Overturn
a
it.
penalty here. This could be huge. Not get the fuck off the field for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
big brain fart there.
Yeah. I think,
Bellamy had every right to want to punch the fucking glass in front of him.
which he normally does anyway.
Yeah,
Big
but it-
Craig at the best of times.
But
But
like
most
you
times
said-
unjustified.
Like you said, Gropes, hopefully just for that as a whole, he gets off just to prove a point of like, fuck off.
Yeah.
That is a joke.
We may find out before the end of the show, and but probably not. Hopefully, Annesley come out and said that the bunker officials need to use discretion in that situation, and that goes against what you're saying.
With black
And
and
I
white.
agree with you with the black and white thing because otherwise it is up to discretion.
Well, with that, surely just making contact with solely the leg that kicks the ball, just don't do it. You can make contact with it as well as the whole body.
Is he
but
meaning
not-
like discretion in if it was malicious? Like, was he going straight for the leg?
I think
Is
so.
that- surely
I
that's
think-
what he's talking about, not the fact that he made contact with the leg.
He's trying to say without saying that you shouldn't have penalised that, or you shouldn't have
saying
sent
that
it.
and
too.
he's quick to say.
In saying that
on
too, though,
Monday.
you can't say that anyone's ever charged to solely run into the leg alone ever.
No, you're trying to
You
get
know
the
what
ball.
I mean?
Once
so,
I ever
so you can't
playing-
even say that like intent to hit that leg alone because no cunt ever tries to do that. I think
We've
Yeah.
all played footy before. Have you ever thought and seen like a halfback, especially myself being a forward, I've never thought, fuck, I'm going to go straight for his legs here and try and break his legs as he kicks a ball.
I've definitely late shotted the fuck out of a
I love a
halfback.
good old late shot,
The
but it's
chip and
clean.
chase, sorry, brah, but I'm pounding you anyway, has happened quite a number of times.
Clean enough as you can get, but I don't fucking try and snap someone's leg mid-kick motion.
That's right.
So anyway, I think the good should prevail there. Otherwise, they're going to look very stupid.
God, I hope it
Pray
does.
for Harry Grant.
And can we just fucking pray for a nice, easy, no controversial Magic round?
It would be lovely.
Last year
Just
was
let's
very
let
controversial.
can we let the footy do the talking
Because
instead
remember
of the
there
whistles?
was it 2 years ago?
That was the
That was when the head
Head
the
contact. I
head
think it was
contact come
yeah,
in, and it
or
pretty
maybe last
much
year.
not fucked Magic Round, but it was the whole storyline, and
It
that
was-
should not
exactly.
be the storyline of Magic Round. It's something that they've just
let's let the footy
knee-jerk.
talk
That's
and
right.
not the
The
whistles.
storyline should be Big G's in town.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's got a fucking lethal weapon attached to the side of him.
so watch out.
he's cock.
That's attached to the middle.
Oh, fuck. Look, I had a little something in here about the New South Wales side should be feeling dangerous with all the fucking injuries they've got, but Nico's right. He's fucking been named to play this weekend against the Sharks. so-
Still got backs up against the wall.
yeah, and
The
I
thing
hate
is,
that.
if we were in that position, I think I'd feel a bit more comfortable.
I'd feel
because of
great.
our past, and we've shown even our worst team ever can win. But New South Wales, like, you don't have.
Yeah,
that
but you don't want to
ability.
give him that chance.
But see,
you know?
surely we
They don't
don't
have it in 'em.
fall to their level and start making news headlines about how they're fucked and this
Oi.
and that, because that's what those dumb fucks
You
do.
know
every
whose
year.
fault this is?
Whose?
Fuck, I can't think of his name. He was on 360 and he went, I can see 3-0 the Blues.
Yeah, Elias.
was it
Was
Benny
it
Elias?
Benny Elias?
Look,
It was an old ex-player. Now that's
I
just
know
me.
he-
he's
talking about,
done
but I
that
didn't see
last
who it
week.
was.
This time last week he said
Don't
that.
quote me on that.
Put
I've
the
thought
mocker
of it.
on
And then
the fucking
boom.
halves, bang.
They've all gone
Hamstrings are gone.
They do. I swear they all work for Queensland.
They're all
Every year they do something to just make us all go, okay, can't.
Alfie's paying 'em.
Are we just massive underdogs again, are we?
we were, but we're not now.
No chance.
They closed the market, man.
Did they?
Really?
They closed the market for just head to head
Ooh.
for like
That would have been at halftime of the Penrith game.
Yeah, anyway, Luke Brooks is going to play in the halves, I reckon.
Fuck
So
me,
what do you
Jack
reckon?
Brooks and
Like
Lockie
next
Galvin.
week? Next week we'll do our predicted teams or who we'd pick, sort of thing. You reckon?
I think so, because it's about a week after that is when they announce
Well,
the
the dust
actual
will,
squad.
the dust
so
will settle a little bit then too, and actually be closer to seeing who's available.
who's going to
Yeah,
show up at
yeah.
Magic Round as well? Who can do it at the Cauldron?
Personally, I
That's
think
kind of
if
like
they
a
don't
team.
pick Bradman Best in the centres,
Oh,
they're
he's a
dumb
shoo-in.
fucks.
he
I
won.
don't
He
want them to pick
single-handedly won them the fucking game on the weekend.
I just think he's
Brent
just got it in him.
Naden is fucking having terrible nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
The last couple of nights because he was made to look fucking silly. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into the games. I reckon Luai's rubbing his hands together, going, "I'm fucking on, boys.
You reckon?
I'm on." Well, who else are they going to put there?
For New South Wales?
Yeah.
Moses comes back this week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they might because they were
If
going
Mitch
to.
Moses plays two or three
He's
good games
not
of footy,
named.
he's
Moses
not
isn't named. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I don't know who.
You can't throw Moses straight in. He'll
they
need to
were
play a
going to
couple
pick.
of rounds.
They were going to. I think they were going to pick Cleary and Hines, so they could probably pick Moses and Hines. If
That's
they
what I
wanted.
think. If Moses is back and he plays a couple of games of footy before Origin, he will play.
I
halves.
reckon it'll be
He killed it in Game 3 last year.
Hines and either Luai or Walker. And you're not going to pick Cody, are you?
But that's the thing. Yeah, Cody, he didn't do too bad in Game 3, but fuck, Bunnies have been shit. this year.
Braith put a team out. He had Nico Hines at 6, Moses at 7.
there you go. Well,
Which-
maybe they are going to do that. Like, fucking, that's what they probably
Braith's
should.
New
He had-
South
he
Wales
had-
team
he
was
had-
probably the closest
Well,
to what I
that's
think.
why I screenshotted it. He had, so we'll just run through it quickly. He had Teddy fullback, Toto and Suali'i on the wings, Crichton and Best centres, Hines, Moses halves, Haas, Jakey T up front with Appy at hooker, Liam Martin, Angus Crichton, Isaiah Yeo on the back row.
That's good, eh?
And then Cameron McInnes at 14, Mitchell Barnett, Olakawatu, Spencer Leniu. That is a good team.
that is a solid side.
Very good team full of cunts who actually have a
like
crack
Cam
in their
McInnes.
positions.
How good's the 1 to 13? Holy.
But you know what? They fucking
Won't
don't
matter.
get it, any of the cunts. But it does look
They
good
talk
right
about
there.
themselves being backs against the wall. Fuck me, cunt. That is
Yeah,
still a great
that is
team,
stacked.
and that is a lot of depth.
You know what? First
be good.
player,
She'd be
first player picked for me every year. Obviously, fucking Nathan, but regardless of him, is Jake Gerbo,
Yeah,
if you will.
he would
He's
die
first every pick.
for the blue jersey.
First every pick.
Just
Wow.
chucks, nut, and tackles his whole out. in the
Yeah,
middle.
man.
A
Just loves it.
Liam Martin for me is another like
Yeah.
Bradley
He has
Best
got
style.
cunt in him. He's got dog in him, man.
He's just you just don't have to a bloke like that and Bradman Best. I reckon you don't have
On
to
the same
question
edge.
their passion for
Yeah.
that game.
Fuck
Crichton
Like
in
they
great
gr-
form. Olakawatu off the bench.
What about fucking Best on the weekend talking about bleeding for the jersey? He was just determined to win them that game on
Yeah.
the weekend. That's for the
That's
bloody
who you want in an Origin
Nova
arena.
Castrians, let alone the
Yeah,
Blues.
that's right.
Yeah, fuck.
I think-
Anyway, enough about them. Cunts.
I would have just one more quickly
Yeah, cunts.
about those cunts. Dylan Edwards, I honestly had
yeah.
as a shoe-in for fullback, but the one thing that's changed my mind now is you've got no Cleary. You need a leader. You need someone who's been in that arena for a long time in
Yeah.
that spine. So it's like, do they leave Teddy in now because he's the skip?
This is it, I reckon. This is his swan song.
This is his like, if
which
they
is
go
also-
fucking
And
2-0 down, the first
it's
two,
more
he'll be
like
gone.
I think going Edwards over Tedesco's getting more out of like a baseline thing, but Teddy, you're always going to get a good performance.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to not normally drop 3 balls at fullback. I just reckon
Neither's Edwards.
That's the thing.
he
Dylan
did
Edwards'
go
play
through that
style.
stage for a while, but I mean, I don't know. I just think they've, like Jay said, I agree with that. That
Teddy-
Cleary's out and a couple of those leaders are out, so they're probably going, well, this isn't the time.
We
to
need a leader.
I think Dylan Edwards could easily go into that Origin arena, man. He plays
Yeah,
such
he
a
will. He will.
solid, safe style of footy. Not once
Oh,
on
he's
the
a
big
gun.
stage in back-to-back premierships have you gone, oh, he looks shaky, maybe he can't do it. Like, he doesn't strike you as a bloke who would just die for the blue jersey and just fucking hates Queensland.
Fuck.
But
Yeah, righto.
fuck me, he'd play some
Neither
like,
does
solid
Teddy,
footy.
though.
That's right, yeah.
He's like the old nice
I reckon
guy.
Edwards
When
would,
Teddy
just because
is
he's not
gone-
that aggressive
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he'd fucking play
He's
hard.
not Latrell.
As soon as Teddy is gone, Dylan Edwards is a perfect replacement.
So, great side that Braith's picked.
I-
Straight up, won't happen because they'll pick Latrell Mitchell.
Yeah, they'll pick people that don't play in their positions in club for sure.
Fuck yeah. And give us a sniff.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than a sniff, which is fucking not
I
what
like
we
Cam
need.
McInnes 14
Yeah.
as well. He's a dog and he
Anyway,
can play everything.
fuck them. Last Thursday, the Finns do it again. They get it done. How good are they going?
Yeah.
Turbo, the US hemi specialist, did not do the trick.
No.
Was it the same hamstring?
Oh, fucked if I know, but it was a string, so
One
it's
of the
all
strings.
good.
One of the
Strength
strings.
cunts.
The string's gone.
Yeah.
And look,
Snapped.
the Dolphins
snapped,
the Dolphins Instagram guy/girl commenting on Hello Sports half-mast post and saying put a pen through him was fucking quality content.
Yeah, that is brilliant.
Cop that.
But yeah, look, just a terrible night at the Cauldron for Manly, and now they've got to go back there this weekend for
It's
a
a
nice
long
for a home
trip
game,
back
home
to the
game, mind
Cauldron.
you, for them. So that'll help them
Against the Bronx.
against the Bronx. Yeah,
Tough ask.
yeah,
Tough
Look,
ask.
You can't like what happened to Brisbane the week before against the Chooks. Lost Reynolds, lost Arthurs, lost the game. Shit. That's the same thing that's happened there. You've lost Turbo. You've lost the game.
It's a slippery slope when you lose your biggest player and your
It's
best
terrible.
player.
It's terrible, and you don't want to see it.
No.
What does he need to do? Stretch his back more or something? Like,
Fuck me.
how do you just do strings?
It,
I don't know if it's the amount. Like, obviously, it's his genetics and
Yeah.
his hamstrings, but maybe the fullback position, the amount he runs. Like, I know people have said to move him to the centres purely just to reduce
Limit.
how many Ks he puts in the fucking strings per game. You know, it actually may be something they look at. To
him
try.
and Nath are probably booking flights back to fucking America right
Vegas.
now.
Yeah, well, as we know, no person who resides in Australia knows hamstrings. So
No, they don't.
They got to go to the US. The US
Peptides,
love
mate.
hammies.
Peptides.
Peptides, yes. Get on the roids.
Do you know what I
Smash them.
severely underestimated and probably was due for a good pump up is how there was actually a bit in that Bulldogs Penrith game. Like Seraldo, Cleary, the ex Penrith boys up against the fucking Penrith lads there. I'm like, I didn't even
You
link two
didn't
and two
click
together.
when I was saying Penrith 2 last week.
Like a little bit, but not like when I was watching it unfold. I went because I had Penrith to win by a line, and I was nervous, going, "This is what makes games."
And you
tight.
had every right to be in the end.
Yeah, and then they fucking did it with 3 seconds.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
holding coming up Thursday.
That
night.
is proper. But he dug his way out of the hole.
Yeah,
He
pulled
did.
He pulled it out.
Yeah.
Sunday night, he
And
pulled it
licked it.
straight
Yeah.
at us.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that on the punch show. But yeah, I just thought it was like I was excited when they were running out, putting 2 and 2 together. Me little pea
Yeah.
brain going, ooh.
Both teams kind of invited the challenge too. Even Luai was saying before the game, he's like, "Yeah, right, bring it on then."
It was good. It was a good game.
Great game of footy.
Doggies definitely fucking performed well. I rated
Yeah,
it.
they're still playing like a top 8 team.
But again, another sour note, obviously. This wasn't the slippery slope. Penrith still won the game, but they obviously lost Cleary for fucking 8 weeks.
Yep.
And then when do you bring him back? Like, fuck
It makes me think, like, surely they have just, it's the same leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surely they have just brought him back too early.
They have.
Surely.
Like, bringing him back that week and then resting him obviously shows you that there was something going on.
Read between the lines.
Well, fuck. Surely you go, what is doing there?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like he was fully clutching at it, like, fuck,
Nah.
I can't walk. He just like had a bit of like a cringe in his face, and then
He walked off
with
normal.
the trainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just like, you could just tell straight away.
Different
he
story
knew.
if Penrith have had the big mudslide and we're down in 10th and you have to fucking save the season. But
Well, look,
mean,
I don't think they'll
no.
rush him back for Origin. He's definitely missing 1 and 2, so...
Shout out to Brad Schneider. That's all I can
Great
say.
replacement.
Great
That's
buy.
what I mean. You've got a great replacement there. Rest him and just fucking get him right, because
Yeah.
he's done it before where he's had a big amount of time off, come back finals time and just fucking win the premiership.
Fucking
Hamstrings are shit though, aren't they?
Yeah,
yes.
it's a real finicky
The
one.
dreaded string. Hammer's back this weekend, boys, from
He
his
is.
string, so that's good news for Queensland. But
And
hey,
Magic round. I love seeing
Yeah,
that bloke play
perfect.
Exciting footy.
the Bronx were good without being great. That was exactly the performance you need to do against the Eels.
I think that's going to be how our season goes.
I know.
It'll
I thought
be-
at one stage I might have had the upset there. Like the Eels sort of half looked in it. For
That
a little
first
bit.
20, man, they had us in the back foot. We couldn't get out of our own end. They
Yeah.
were just
That's why
fucking
it was the
charging
perfect
through
game,
us.
'cause
We
we
just
got
played
through it.
typical. We take Renault out of that team where I feel like he keeps a level head with his age and that, bit more structured. You take him out of the team and you give full reins to Walshy and Ezra, and it is just champagne rugby league. It's
Yeah.
fuck that. Why would we score a try with nice triangle plays? Let's intercept, chip and chase.
Chip and chase. How
Cobbo getting from 6'3" up in the sky and putting that ball down the way
Yeah.
he did. It was like That is Broncos rugby league right there, and that's how we will play with
And-
Renault, I think.
It was 100%. It was another holding too, actually, for your father because he had the
Big
1 to
hole.
12.
Yeah.
And Talangi scored.
There was a couple tries. Couple
Got
tries that got
disallowed.
disallowed. He was fucking fuming.
Unlucky. But anyway, so boys, I'm 3 from 3 at this point. I'm 3 from 3, and I'm going ground. Ground.
I love ground.
I love ground. And then the Tigs were shit house. Knights were okay. And when I say okay, I mean just above average, maybe.
Just enough to win.
But in a dreadful game, they were less shit. They were less dreadful than
Yep,
fucking
that's a great way to put it.
the Knights were. And
didn't
Bradman
win.
Best
They
threw
just-
the Novocastrians on his back and said, I'll win.
Yeah. He would be an absolute nightmare to tackle 10 out. The low centre of gravity, strength.
Do you want me to
fucking-
ring Brent Naden and ask him? Because he could
fucking tell
at
ya.
fresh air all day.
Oh, fucking, I'd hate to do that too.
Yeah.
Try and stop the
And
little
like,
nugget.
it wasn't like you had fucking Crichton there. It was Naden.
Who
So-
I actually didn't know still really played rugby
Best
league.
had a blinder against Naden, which made him look even more shit.
It made him look
Which
like
I
GI.
honestly used to rate Brent Naden on the wing.
When he was
Like
at
when
Penrith,
he played Penrith on
he
the
was
wing.
decent.
Like he was a good finisher, fast, tall, but in the centres, probably
He
not.
looks nuggety in the centres, honestly.
He does.
Anyway, Souths. What the fuck was I thinking there? They were blowing. Those forwards were blowing out their fucking ass 15
Souths.
minutes in, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're all Reggies.
pretty much.
The whole side's a bunch of Reggies.
Now,
And then-
boys, talking about Reggies and Souths. Told you that we fired the speak pipe up last
yeah.
week, right?
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we
yeah.
got some Reggie inside beautiful information regarding Big Wayne's movements on the coaching scene. And it looks like he's heading to South. So we'll have a listen here.
Insider. Is this exclusive?
Yeah, lads. Just
Babs?
thought I'd get a little bit of inside info in here. I'm not from Sydney. I'm not from New South Wales. But the little whisper is going around that South Leagues Club, they've got the chippies in this week, putting in the disabled and old age access ramps in. Making sure Wayne can get around down there. So I'd say keep the eyes open for a deal coming in the next couple of weeks. They're already putting the access ramps in to make sure the old fella can get around down there without breaking a hip. Anyway, all the best from Curly from Toowoomba. Cheers.
On your Curly.
Curly
Now-
the legend.
Now, look, how can you can't argue with that. What other reason would there be for it? I think Wayne signs, and he signs soon. That's it's all but penciled in.
Meeting, I hear, this weekend.
So
Magic
you look,
round
it's
meeting,
all
yeah.
it's all coming together. I want to hit up our mate Hummer to put a futures market for the first coach to die in the box while coaching Wayne Bennett. I
In
think
the box?
Yeah, I'd have
So,
said
the
like,
box is a bit
while
harsh.
he's
But if there's any
contracted or,
time-
in the box.
no while
that would
coaching.
be-
I just
While
think
coaching.
elevated heart rate. You know the fucking games are just.
Well,
tight
imagine
one.
if it's a close one and he's playing finals footy.
That's what I
he's
mean.
Fucking,
You know
could
the old
drop.
boys aren't meant to be in that fucking.
80's old, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not 80 yet, but he's fucking like...
Can you put Bellamy in that market too?
No.
He's young, but fucking hell, his heart's going to be
His
under
heart
some
rate
pressure.
does go up.
Yeah.
Hey, Curly, I just worked out who he was. I actually have spoken to him a fair bit.
Oh right.
He breeds horses.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, proper
Curly.
breeder, man. He's all
Okay.
over it too. Sends me
How
voice
good's that?
notes all the time. Sorry I don't get back to all of them, Curly, but love the info.
Yeah, good shit.
love-
He's, I'm pretty sure he breeds them Toowoomba, but don't quote me on that. He went up to the Rocky Sales with a couple that were fucking...
Yeah, good
You know,
shit.
he
He
sold
said
them.
he's from Toowoomba in the clip.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He's coming to the national sales with us, Tommy.
Oh, prime.
Not with us, but
Yeah, he's gonna be
catch
there.
up with him.
Yeah,
meet him and
good shit.
I
So-
love their old blokes, like just country.
Oh, great
Queensland,
yarns,
New South
mate.
Wales, like their nicknames. It's
Yeah,
like
Curly.
Curly. How'd you get that? Oh, my hair was curly.
Probably his name though. That one.
I don't know if it is.
Well, we'll
But
see.
anyway,
Anyway,
we'll find
but yeah,
out.
if you're keen, if you got any inside info or any shit you want to join in with the show, hit up the Speak Pipe.
Yeah,
it's
hit
in
the
our
Speak,
Instagram bio, but speakpipe.com/the Reggies. Get amongst it.
we need correspondence.
But yeah, sorry,
Anyway,
just cut in there on
no,
the
that's
South
all right.
game.
Souths can get fucked anyway. Cody's 200th. Trell was back. Doesn't matter. They suck.
Dog shit.
And then me absolute shoe-in for
Oh.
Saturday. Just put the cue in the rack. Nico's out.
When I saw Nico out, I was like, ground has been officially made.
Well, not really, because
every
everyone
other
else.
cunt would've-
Yeah, me 2 ground
They would
games
change the
lost.
tip, yeah,
I went.
that's right.
I went Tiggs. I went Souths. I fucking thought, right, I'll just hang with the pack here. Storm will win. No.
Nah.
Wait, you can't knock the Sharks, man, because that is an effort.
They're proving me wrong.
I've got to admit, even the old boy was around like watching and that, and even him was just like, well, you got to give it to the Sharks. Like as
It
in,
takes a lot for him to give credit.
like as in, because like he was. Well, I was talking to him and agreeing with him before the game, saying, look, the Sharks are going good, but they haven't faced like real good fucking competition. They've had a pretty easy run. Like obviously Storm had Pap Hughes out.
They had no
but
Hughes, yeah.
Sharks didn't have fucking Hines, so it equals each other out, I reckon. And for them to show that grit and get the win, it just shows you why they're up the top.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I've called
They're
them
going
flat
way
track
well.
bullies. I left them out of my 8, and they are playing good footy. That win there kind of cemented themselves as like, we are a force to be reckoned with this year.
Someone called us out on that. Well, me saying a bit. You say it, not me, but I got pinged for it for saying. But
take the heat
oi,
for me.
warranted though, because they got the win down in Melbourne, basically saying,
Oh,
"Oi,
let the boys chirp.
fuck you,
Yeah.
we're not flat track bullies."
But
Yeah,
see, the
yeah.
difference between us is, and
No,
some
I
people,
just said, "Hey, mate, fucking
yeah,
bloody hell,
if
what
we
a
say
win."
something and it's wrong, we'll say it.
I'm not going to sit here and
I
keep...
am.
You know,
I'm always
no,
wrong.
but that's
Listen to the
You
punch
are.
show.
Can't anything I fucking feel.
yeah.
Yeah, nah.
So yeah,
fucking
shout
good
out
on
to the
'em.
Sharks. I just think
I'd
yeah,
be chirping too.
me too.
Yep.
Fuck
Big
yeah.
time.
Especially
That's a
if
huge
3
win.
cunts were just going flat track bullies week in, week in.
Yeah, especially get it done in Melbourne as a Broncos fan. Must feel good.
Awesome fucking game coming up. Apart from the Bronx game, it's probably me most. I'm looking forward
Sharks,
to it the most
Roosters.
is the Sharks and the Chooks
That'll be a
this week.
fucking
Game of
ripper.
the round.
Roosters,
Saturday night.
Sam Walker and Angus Crichton are just, and the Chooks are just a serious footy side.
That's
at the
what
moment.
I've got to say too. We're going on that give people shit and actually go back on it. I think Sammy Walker has improved a lot. He's
flourishing.
this year compared
That's all
to
he's
when
getting.
yeah. No, I think he's just getting a bit bigger and filling
Yeah.
out a little
Fuck
bit, and
yeah.
I just think he's playing fucking good footy. And I'm
Experience.
not going to be that arrogant that I'm not going to admit it. I was up him those couple of years ago when I felt like he was too small and like obviously he's still not. gonna
Sometimes
just
you
put
need
shot
to
on
give
cunts.
them a bit of a fucking smack and drop them, and then they come back good.
Yeah,
And that's what we've done.
I just think though he's getting older, he's putting a bit of size on, and he's actually starting to be able
He's
to
got a
handle the
beard.
physicality of it. And fucking, he's got a beard, man.
You know what's happened here, boys, with the Chooks? Everyone sort of, we put them in there. Put them in there this year in the 8. Well, I think I put them in the bottom 4.
I definitely had him in my.
Anyway, last year, what happened? Yous tipped them to win the
I had
comp.
minor premiers.
I had them in the top 4. What happened last year was just at the start of the year. They obviously finished strong.
Yeah.
What's happened there is we've all gone off them because of that, and
Yeah.
they're still a fucking ripper side.
Yeah.
No
and
matter
they've
what,
clicked.
yeah.
They've
How's
clicked.
Angus Crichton?
Oh.
So I just think, do you know what I reckon that is at the moment? He would have a fire in his belly going, right, I signed for feeder thinking I'm shit. And he's going, right, cunt, well, let me score 6 tries.
Well,
a
he's
game."
come out and said himself he's not playing behind anyone.
Nah,
like
that's what he
wants
goes.
to
I'm not
start.
playing behind for feeder, so I'm open to whatever. And I'm going, he is, like, now that he's exited the trip he was on
Well, that's what I
allegedly.
think. He's kind of
The alleged trip.
The
Yeah,
alleged
he's a
trip
bit more
because
mental
something
clarity.
happened, but you cannot argue with the form that bloke's in. And a couple of years ago, he was my favourite back rower in the fucking comp. Angus
What are they
Crichton.
going to do? They've got 5 or 6 back rowers, those cunts.
Yeah, Crichton
That's
will
what I mean.
probably
He's
go.
off contract.
I reckon he'll
think
play on
go.
the other side.
But what about Satili Tupanua?
Well, he's in and out, though.
Yeah,
Sia
he-
Wong.
but
as
he's
well.
probably.
Siwa's been dropped
But
for
like, if
weeks.
you possibly
Someone's
if you-
going to leave.
If you look at Crichton and Satili Tupanua with Angus's what's it called resume, you're probably paying 150 less for Satili, and he does a good job. But I don't know.
Is he off contract, Angus?
Angus is at the end of this year.
Okay.
So
He's
that'd,
gone.
that'd play into it a lot as well.
Get on, fuck.
Him and Fafita would be fucking
Oh, that's
terrifying.
that is the dream back row
so
combination.
terrifying. But
Well,
like,
yeah.
someo's going to leave out of that.
He's
like,
pumping his
second row
price up
depth.
at
Because
the
you got the
moment.
Oh,
Butcher
isn't he?
brothers as well.
Yeah, I
Like,
know,
there's a
but
lot.
Nat Butcher will play fucking front row.
Yeah, he can play.
He'll come
elsewhere,
off the
but-
bench and play
I
front.
would honestly have him in for New South Wales at the moment.
Crichton,
Like,
yeah, fuck
He
yeah.
is a shoe-in, I think. Him and Martin.
You'd think so.
Each edge. Fuck, that's dangerous.
I'm thinking that like Maria Hargraves leaves, so Butcher plays front row, and then maybe they try and keep Angus.
But this
as
thing,
feeder, but
Roosters are losing so many players and so much cap space. Why not just fucking say to Angus,
They will.
We'll keep you as a starter.
I
And
reckon
here's
they will.
800,000, 6 yachts and 2 Lambos.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
they
what
will.
they'll do.
I reckon he'll just play on the other side and fuck
Surely.
off Tupanua. He's done nothing all year. Anyway, move on. Fuck the Chooks. I am just going to go on record here and say that
On
the
record.
Cowboys are the shittest team to watch in the NRL.
Mate.
They are fucking poison
And
to
I
watch.
fucking said it from the start.
Oh my god!
Pretenders.
I did the whole game somehow, and I was texting a couple of my mates, Cowboys fans, and I was genuinely messaging and going, "This is fucking horrid."
Like
how,
they were the coach.
like,
Yeah.
no, just asking them. I'm like,
Yeah.
"This is how do you do this?"
Kind of hard to watch.
It was so hard to watch,
Fucking
and they're
tough
just
watch.
going, "Mate, this is poison to the eyeballs."
The fact that it's taken only 10 weeks for you
Oh.
to go from they're going to be a top 4 team to...
Did I? I said top 8.
I don't know about that.
Might
but
have said top 4.
They... Look, everyone sucked them off because they
Oh.
had good footy 2 years ago, and they did, and I'll give them that credit, but they are just shit.
It's so hard.
Just shit.
The game coming up this weekend, I am terrified to watch it. It's Souths versus Cowboys.
That's what I was talking to Tom before. Like, lucky it's Magic Round because
I think
if
it
that
closes
was...
the round out.
If that was
we
at
might
a
be sitting
core...
around Knuckles telling properties in the corporate box.
If you had Bunnies versus Cowboys at a core on a normal Saturday night, I would turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it would be either 70 to 56 or fucking 2-0 or
2-0.
something. Because that is just a shocker. Cowboys defense average all year has below average actually.
Well below.
But how many fucking try scoring opportunities did they fumble?
That's what I mean. It's not just the defense.
It was gross.
Oh, it was hard to watch.
Fucking
anyway.
tough to watch. And if you're a Cowboys fan,
Apologies, but not sorry because
I don't feel sorry as
No,
much
well,
as them,
they're saying the same as us, and if
Yeah.
they're not, then they're
they're not
fucking
delusional. They're not at the point where it's like, nah, boys, we've still. They have surrendered to defeat, I think.
Yeah, they've got to do something and quickly.
Mm.
They didn't let a point in the second half though.
No, they won the
But
second
that was
half,
because the
but-
Titans fucking got shot down with injuries, and
Oh.
they were just as bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Before we move on from rugby league,
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring up that that post from 9 News Sydney. League boss Peter V'landys has revealed shocking plans for the North Sydney Bears to end their 25-year NRL hibernation by basing the club in Western Australia.
yeah,
What's
WA
our-
team.
What's our thoughts on this? Now, I was a dumb fuck. Why the fuck would you have North Sydney Bears in WA? Which is dumb.
It is
And
dumb.
they said,
You're not wrong. That is dumb.
A big fella. Probably be called the Perth Bears.
I just
So-
said that they have relocated teams in the past in the AFL and that. And
So,
sort of-
and
yeah.
that made a lot more sense to me. And, like, obviously having
But you
a
weren't wrong in what you said.
No. But having the foundation of the old fans and having them then go already for a team makes a lot more sense than
Yeah.
trying to kick a brand new side off. My thoughts on Perth, I just don't like it. I know what they're doing. I know it's a fucking new state and you got to get new fans and grow the game. But Central Coast for me makes more sense to have another team right in the guts of rugby
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
I
There
just,
are-
imagine the boys having to go to fucking Perth. It's further away than like
it's long.
It's a long.
Some-
Fuck,
some
I've
say
created
it's a
some
long trip.
trips.
But anyway, whatever they do, I think growing the game's cool. Another team would be sweet. Whatever.
I think they're
Yeah.
kind of at the position now because they put Finns, another Queensland team. V'landys has had to go. We either do PNG or WA. We can't just keep doing East Coast teams. And I get it. And you're spot on with having a fan base that's been there since the fucking 70s, 80s. They've got 20,000 or so members just for a New South Wales Cup team. So you've got that following.
Yeah,
as
that's
well
right.
as
It does make sense.
Perth. What was the mascot for the Perth team in this like Super League era?
Oh, fucks me.
Fuck, I can't
Just
remember.
make something up, bro.
Western Reds.
Yeah,
or
there we
something.
go.
Were they the Reds?
I think so.
That'll do.
That'll
And
do.
the amount of fans that have been waiting over there because
Yeah.
they get an NRL game, they get Origin sometimes, at a double header a while
Yeah.
ago.
Because PNG, they'd have to base it in Townsville or something as a hub. No, can't.
Because otherwise
is
that'd be a
going to live in-
long
No,
trip.
but you
And
just
yeah,
think
oh,
about
it was too.
You'd have to pay a
players.
bloke $2 million to go live in Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nothing against Papua New Guinea.
That's just truth.
It's just fucking
truth
true.
bombs here.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Reds, though, quickly, we
Yep.
got pinged last week. The Reds have gone and beaten the Crusaders in New Zealand for the first time fucking ever or something.
How good's that?
In
Wow.
the Union.
Love Union.
8 years or something, I think it was.
No, it was longer, way longer than that.
Really?
Good to see, though.
Oh, well, I'll just throw it
We might have to get into our union work because the Reds are on.
Are they?
Yeah,
Well,
proper. It's
even if
hard
we
to
just
get
get
into
into
it
our red work.
The
Don't make me
Queensland
sit-
Reds.
Don't make me sit through all union work.
No.
Just the Reds. We'll
I
keep
know
on
you-
touch with the Reds.
Well, it's tough to get around the Wallabies at the moment, so...
Yeah, but this is the Queensland
That's what I
Reds.
mean. I can get around
No, look,
Queensland Reds.
I can get around Queensland Reds.
Up the Reds.
Up the Reds.
Guess what else we can get around?
What's that?
Women's State of Origin Thursday night.
Yes,
Fucking
we
oath.
can.
Queensland, New South Wales, the rivalry we get to experience a little bit early this year.
Yep.
Look, Tamika Upton, Ali Brigginshaw, obviously the keys are there. The Queensland skipper, Ali Brigginshaw, that's the keys for the Maroons.
Yep.
And keys for the Blues, just turn up and hopefully the Queensland bus drivers forgot where Suncorp is. Just pray.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome that they're doing it on the Thursday before Magic Round.
Awesome that they're doing it at Suncorp.
Yeah.
Because they haven't played at, like, the big event.
Oh yeah, it's
See,
a
I'm a bit-
three-gamer. It's a three-gamer,
Is it?
Tommy.
Perfect.
Fuck. There we go.
It's a three-gamer.
There we go.
There's no 1-1 and then the
Ah.
aggregate wins.
Perfect.
Good job.
No draws. The second one will be the day after the first men's one, and then I think the third one's likewise.
See, that's
with the
just
second.
common sense prevails,
Beautiful.
you know, after the fuck up.
In a
So that's-
series, you need an uneven number
I'm
of
a bit,
games.
I'm a bit off though.
It's
Like,
simple.
it might be my fault for not digging and knowing, but if I had known that the girls were playing at Suncorp the day before, instead of flying down Friday morning, I would have flown down Thursday up,
Yeah.
and went and watched the girls. So was that just not publicised very well, or was that just?
I
me
haven't
being
seen much
arrogant?
of it
Like,
until
I-
last week.
We probably could have looked it up.
But I mean, it wasn't.
Wasn't-
I haven't seen it on
No.
any. Like, I follow all the social fucking media footy stuff, and I haven't seen it.
It
once.
wasn't jammed down our necks.
Jam
No.
it down our fucking
Yeah,
necks.
give me
Jam
a
me.
jamming. Give me a good
The
jamming.
girls are playing Origin the day before his fucking Magic Round when we're all going down. I didn't even know.
Great way to fly up. Surely there's going to be a lot of people who have seen it and are going down.
I'll be
early.
tuning in.
So
Yeah,
there's going to
me
be
too,
for sure.
but
What do you
could
reckon?
have been.
30,000 at least at Suncorp. That would
30?
be fucking prime.
That'd be unreal, but I'm not sure about
Well,
that.
I think it's a smart play because everyone's drooling for rugby league,
I know.
and they're all the
They've
people who
nailed
live
it.
in Brizzy are going to be ready. So
Hopefully.
surely it pumps it up from a normal amount.
Tamika Upton is fucking a joy to watch. She is a freak.
Yeah.
She is
She
a
win
freak.
Dally M, the
Whatever
thing-
it's called,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever they call theirs. Yeah.
Galliam.
The Galliam. It was, her and Ponga, two
Yeah, that's
Newcastle
right.
players.
I remember that.
Surely there'll be a stats guy who'll be able to do the average Origin game attendances and just see if this pumps it up because it might be a thing every year that they do.
Yeah. Well, Volandes is all over it.
Don't bother playing in a call for New South Wales though.
Yeah, because I went, why the fuck are they playing the first one at Suncorp when there's 8 more games to go on that weekend? But clearly they're doing it to get people to go there.
They're
I
a
think
bit
the
lighter on
Suncorp curators are pretty fucking annoyed about it because they're going to have a big old week.
Yeah, apparently
after, but
someone, a little birdie told me that there's a few racetracks down there that are very waterlogged at the moment.
a little bit.
So I'd imagine
A
it'll
little
be the
Barber
same.
Bay.
Imagine it'll be the same at the Gabba and
Yeah, but
Suncorp.
see, the games are going to play regardless, so bring on the slop fest.
Yeah,
right? Who
right,
gives a
yeah.
fuck? Bit old school rugby.
Right, just trucking straight
Yes.
up the guts.
Slipping and sliding, trucking nuts.
Just you can't tell who's who because the jerseys are all brown.
Imagine that. I can bring it on.
Yeah, well,
Fuck
Broncos
yeah.
will be wearing their away kit because it's an away game.
Yeah, fucking
White
bull-
strip, that'll be brown
Another
as
away
fuck.
game. Fuck me.
We can't get
Pissed
a
on the
fucking
cock.
game.
I just want to get it one Magic round where we get a home game.
It just fucking annoys me. Like, we could have.
Do we
the
run out
atmosphere-
first or second or what?
Yeah, and what about the atmosphere of, like, no Broncos fans are going to travel all the way to
Should have
Suncorp
to
for an
play with
away
12.
game?
All the way from Indooroopilly.
That's right.
I hope
yeah.
you just get pounded by the ref all game.
Okay.
Go the Wars.
Oh, I can just hear
SJ
you
injured
cheering
as
for
well.
the Wars the
Kissed
whole
on the
game.
dick this cunt.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Pedro's heart fluctuations last Thursday night for the Carlton?
He needs to go to the
Melbourne?
doctor. He needs to go to the doctor from last Thursday to the Carlton D's game as well.
Carlton destroyed them for 2.5
Fuck,
quarters.
man.
We're
And
up
then
by
they've come
40.
back.
Yeah.
And then they won by a point.
By 1 point.
Well, so before we get into the deep AFL yarn, there is a fucking legend who has sent a crow noise maker to our PO box. Now, you didn't have your name on it, bro. Reach out because you're the captain of the week. But let me run you through
The
sounds
actual
we got
person
here.
reach out to.
Yeah.
Not any of you
So
sniffers.
we've got just the core. Then we've got the rattle. Now I didn't even know crows did this.
Wow.
Sounds like a fucking
Like
dinosaur.
kookaburra sort of thing. Then we've got the angry.
That's you.
You'll hear that cunt soon. And then we have the. Oh, hang on. Well, then we have the murder. So that's when the boys are going to get into their work.
That's what you usually sound like
But
after a
mate,
win.
that will be glued to this table for the show. It's such a great gift. I've got my crow's hat on, and I'll be fucking carrying on in a second. So.
Save the voice box a bit.
Can
and
someone
just use
please
your new
reach
toy.
out for where you got it? Because
Yeah, that's
who the fuck even Googles that?
emergency crow. It's
Maybe
called.
they have them at the Crows memorabilia store at Adelaide Oval.
do.
How good. See, I'm sort of close to the angry. Listen. See, fucking told you, cunts.
I reckon that's fucking great.
Righto. So anyway, I just thought I'd introduce you to that.
Yeah, we've got.
Shout out, brother.
That's the last game, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Where we will get there.
Oh,
And you can
But,
spam that fucking thing.
Look, 40 points up, I think they were. And
Yeah.
then they've won by a point, and fucking hell. Just imagine
it's the most Carlton
emotions.
way to win, but Pedro would have been thinking, "Fuck, this is where I'm going to get."
So
two
they
losses.
lose by a kick last week in the last minute to a bit of Nick Dacos magic,
Yep.
and then win by a point. Oh, fuck it.
in that Carlton Collingwood game. Self-explanatory, one of the biggest games for them. If not
Was he
the biggest.
undercover, Pedro? Because it was fucking not good
What,
weather.
for the D's game?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where they sat,
Oh.
but I don't think he would have felt much rain. He would have just been holding his chest.
Would have been cold too.
Oh, fuck
that.
yeah. But, nah, I'm glad he got the win for one of them because morale would have been down.
It would have been very down.
Coming home Friday.
Friday night was the same story, Jace. Port, unreal, but then Geelong,
50 points in the first fucking quarter.
Geelong surge and then have chances to win, definite chances to win
Yep.
the game. Fucking, yeah. I wasn't.
100%.
I didn't care, but
We should not let 50 points in first quarter at home against anyone. I don't give a fuck. That was disgusting.
Port have got a bit of that about them, though, eh? They can just turn it on.
Well, that's right. It felt like at one point watching it was just centre bounce, bang, inside 50, set shot. It was like, what the fuck? Like, we have a solid backline, one of the best in the comp, and they were making us look terrible. But did well to come back.
Yeah.
And watching that last quarter, I had that fucking hope because that would have been our biggest ever comeback win. I was going, there's definite chances, like you said, that we could have kicked goals, and we didn't. But the big talking point was the advantage that didn't get played in that last minute or so. So
I hate when something like that happens in the last minute and
Well, yeah.
it defines the game. If it happened 2 quarters ago, it wouldn't matter.
yeah, so it was
Fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
holding the ball call, and Geelong have played on before the whistle has been officially blown. So the call was correct to call it back, but they've gone on. He shanked it off the boot a bit of a scuffle. Jeremy Cameron kicks a goal to bring it within 1
But
point.
he's already called it back.
But he's called it back,
Yeah.
and they're blowing up because, yes, correct call, but how many times do you see that just get played on?
Yeah, oh, 100%.
Because it's second, third quarter, and someone's up by 30 points.
Hmm.
But I think the big thing is circumstances, and the umpiring has been shocking at this year, is not making a call because it's match defining.
Yeah, true.
So that kind of fucking got under my skin.
and then
I
they've
was-
made one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was up and about fuming, but to be fair,
Big red.
even if we kicked that goal, he still went back. Ollie Henry still went back and missed a set shot that he kicked
Yeah.
down the body.
Still had chances.
Still had chances. We still would have been down by 1 even if we kicked the goal, and we shouldn't have let them score 50 points in the first quarter. So, tough.
Two
tough,
losses on the
in a
bounce
row.
now
But
too.
I'm not counting us out, man. We lost by a goal, and we lost to the D's at the G by a game-winning goal by Bailey Fritsch as well. So
Yeah. 2 great games.
that's right. So can't count out the Cats yet. But
I think I'm long trip to Darwin this week too.
ooh, is that what we're playing?
Maybe a bit of
That is long.
tip insight coming up.
Wow. Well, speaking of trips that weren't so long,
Not very long, this one.
for
the
the
fucking
Swans.
Swans. Hey, emotional day for Freo, who were mourning the passing of a former teammate.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
pretty sad at the start. They were
Cam
crying
McCarthy.
and shit just before the bounce and all that because he'd passed away that day.
Fuck.
Yeah,
29 years old.
Really?
Reported.
Reported
Like-
he was found passed. And
Yeah.
then they posted the,
Took his own life.
what's it name?
Yeah.
1300 hotline for
Yeah.
Lifeline
So,
or whatever.
just
So
a little reminder that like it can mental illness.
it's
can
not
affect
that
anyone.
bad, guys.
Yeah, like
It's
fucking
never that
speak
bad.
up.
It's never that bad that you gotta, put yourself
That's
through
right.
that.
Speak
But anyway,
up when you can.
the Swannies are a genuine flag chance. Obviously, that's fucking called stating the fucking McObvious there.
Cheers.
But it would have been interesting to see Freo without all the things that went on. See what
Well,
happened.
yeah, they didn't.
there,
It just that is such a bombshell to drop.
Yeah,
because
fuck,
former
man.
Freo player, and how many blokes would have been mates
Teammates
with
with
him and
him,
played
yeah,
with him?
for
So
sure.
that is tough to go out there.
But the Swannies were
anyone.
still unreal.
That's
So
right. You can't knock the Swans for that effort.
They
'cause it
flew
is
all the way
long.
there and they got the win.
No
Well,
plane
maybe they
either.
should catch a plane next time, hey? So they're not so fucked.
Yeah.
It takes it out of the wings flying that far.
They still won.
But they're
yeah.
sore.
Hawks boys.
Talk about flying.
the
Holy.
Wings. 2 on the bounce.
Two on the fucking trot.
bounce.
Shit and piss everywhere.
Look, get rid of St Kilda. Just get them out of the
Take
comp.
him out of the comp. What do they
Get
do?
them out. They're
what
useless.
have they ever done?
It's been 57
Hello, he's
years.
fucking on fire.
57 years since they've won a comp, and it'll be another fucking 57 too. The way
Look,
they're
all
going.
you can really remember about St Kilda is the grand final draw replay.
Well, no one remembers 1966, which was when they won the comp last. So, look, I genuinely had good hopes for them this year, and that's why I'm getting up and about a bit here because
get into 'em.
I fucking had them in the 8, and
did.
if you can't beat Hawthorn, you're not playing finals footy.
mate, it was a long trip to
Tassie, we love Tassie. We do
yeah,
love
and
Tassie.
like I fucking feel stupid for tipping St Kilda.
the game was that shit.
now because it's
Did
like
you watch it? It was so bad.
it's a long trip to Launceston.
Launceston.
It's
Yeah.
long.
But that is a great win. 2 on the trot.
2 on the bounce,
boys
and-
are
oi.
firing.
I think we've only got fucking Port at the Adelaide Oval this
Yeah,
weekend. so
nappies
that's
are off.
easy.
The
Come
boys
on.
are on.
nothing,
Look
nothing
out.
to see there. The Dons,
That's the
what's
biggest win
going
of the
on
round.
there?
I'll-
Beating GWS.
I didn't watch it, but I was refreshing the score, and I literally rubbed my eyes and went, "What the fuck? 20 points?
Essendon flag or
Are they the real deal?" Because
Oh,
they're like I
fucks
spoke
me.
their percentage last week just being dog shit because they win close games, but
well they
mate, they're third. They're fucking third
if you
place.
keep showing up and winning tight games, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't
about
matter
your
about
percentage
your
if you just
percentage.
win them all.
That's right. Win
And
them
beating
close.
good sides too. Like to draw with Collingwood, then beat GWS. They beat fucking Port Adelaide, didn't they? I don't know, I just made that up, but fucking
Well, they
there we go.
beat Adelaide as well.
Yeah.
Beat the Dogs. They are.
Ah.
Look, I think that's the draw. Yes, Anzac Day clash.
Massive
they
game.
turn
That's
up
that's
for
a
that.
finals game at the end of the
That's
day.
right.
And they've
yeah.
turned up.
And beating GWS is huge.
Yeah.
But I think
There's been no longs.
it's a long.
Oh, there has. They
It's-
beat West Coast.
Yeah, but it is also a long season.
Yeah, true. They
And
do this a lot.
They do this a lot. The
Yeah.
fans get excited. They go, "Oh my god, fucking!" Was it 2000 the year that they won the flag?
Yeah,
2001?
yeah,
They get all
2000.
excited because it's been a while.
Yeah.
These aren't going to play finals footy.
Oh,
boys.
really?
No,
I
you're
reckon
not.
they will.
They will go. I feel like they'll continue some pretty decent footy at the moment. Maybe they might get 8th or 7th place, but they are going to hit a period where
Well,
I
that's
feel
playing
like
finals.
yeah. So I jumped the gun a bit there. They will lose like 3 or 4 games in a row, and
Yeah.
it'll really dent their
Bit
chances.
like what's happening to the Cats at the moment.
Yep, exactly
Yeah.
right. But yeah, fucking enjoy it while you can, Bombers fans, because
Wow, you heard it here first.
it's pretty at the top.
All I'm going You're on a slide. All I'm going to say here about the doggies absolutely smashing the Tigs
Humped
is
them.
thank God that Dogs team didn't show up last week against Hawthorn.
Oh, yeah.
They were embarrassed.
We beat them because they were dog shit. And then they've come
Quite
out.
literal dog shit.
Beveridge has gone, oi, right. Give these cunts what for, and they have.
Yeah.
So
Show up.
What does that
because
just
you-
means now that you beat Richmond just because you beat the Dogs?
I will
So it's
beat
just-
Richmond,
So,
yeah.
yeah, you'll beat
Yeah,
them.
fucking oath.
You've
So
beat
that's
every
one
team
penciled in.
at
Yeah.
St Kilda.
That's just quick maths.
Pen
Well,
that
you're
in.
sitting above
maths.
Richmond on the table at the moment.
Richmond
Yeah.
is 17th.
Yeah, but that
Very
yeah,
average.
they're rebuilding.
They are.
Now these next two, Suns destroy the Kangas, nothing to report there, and Collingwood smash the Eagles.
Yeah,
nothing
3
to report
humpings
there.
in a row.
A couple of humpings. Cue it.
That's a fucking. We're going murder here. Murder. Fucking murder. Put extra time on you cocksuckers. Fuck's sake.
Right. So I agree with you. Most of the time, I agree with you. Both of them sides deserve to not fucking win that because they had every
So many
fucking
chances.
chance and they tried their hardest to lose. Both of them. Both of them had chances and tried their hardest and choked.
Well,
And
it's
I'm
just- it just seems
neither
like-
of you deserve to
It
win,
seems
so
like
fuck off.
I just have been hammered with watching that game with you boys that I actually loved watching when we were
The Anzac
recording that
Day
episode
clash, yeah.
before the boxing. Watching that and seeing it a draw, I'm like, no, someone get the
yeah.
just.
But that
win.
one, that's different. I
Yeah,
reckon.
I just like just that extra 5 minutes, and then after that, that's your time to fucking a point. Anything gets on the board to win. I don't know. I just
like your point though,
fucking-
Grabsell. Both
Oh,
kicked
mate,
13 and 12.
I can see your point. I
Crows.
just hate not having a winner. Like, as
I
in
know.
not being able to go, yeah, or
Normally, I agree with you,
Yeah.
but in that situation when they all just choked,
fuck.
both sides had
Me.
fucking 3 or 4 chances to win it.
Crows
and they
had a
just-
game-winning set shot,
Ah,
and they shanked
Shit
it.
in the nest.
you shat it.
Shat in the nest.
Wait,
yeah, you'll
but
get an
fucking
angry
shit
for
in the
that.
nest.
Shitting.
Share the points. He's gonna have two.
But I don't know. I just do like Gropes. I know you very well, mate, and you love sport and love how it's been, and you respect the rules of it and like how it is. A lot of time with
Traditionalist.
cricket, like traditionalist, I suppose, with a lot of sports.
Fuck
Do
the
you-
IPL.
If they did, would you be opposed to them bringing in an extra time?
Nah, they will. They will. I reckon they'll have to.
They'll have to.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The big stepping stone, I'm pretty sure we spoke about it, was 2010 grand final.
yeah,
You
that's
can't have
gone.
a
So there's
fucking-
extra time in the grand final now.
Yeah.
and all finals
All
games. There
finals.
always was.
And
in
and I
those.
don't mean unlimited. I just mean give them that fucking even 5 or 10 or like,
You'd
I
have
think
to-
it should be at least a 5-minute quarter.
well,
I
should
don't-
it be
5
2
minutes
so
of
they
footy.
both get a chance to have?
I
them-
don't reckon it could be golden goal.
No, I don't
It'd have to
agree
be
either.
a set time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Just extra time.
Yeah.
Even 5 each way, or just do the 5.
Just do 5.
Just do the 5.
Give them
5
5
each way as
minutes
in, like-
to score a point.
Do you reckon do 5, and if there's no winner,
Go
then
again.
go
and
again,
then
or
that's
just
it.
Yeah,
5
10
each?
minutes. 5 minutes. Have a break if there's not if it's drawed.
If it's still
or-
a draw.
Yeah, and then go another 5 and that's it. 10 extra minutes.
I reckon it'd very rarely go the 10. It'd go the 5.
Yeah.
Well, someone's going to at least
you get it
shank one
behind,
fucking
won't you?
set
Yeah,
shot. Yeah,
someone
that'll
would
be a
kick
point.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just fuck.
I hear you. I do hear you. Let's.
I'm
fucking
trying
do
to
it.
love the game, boys. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get into
Yeah,
I was
it.
going to
there
say
you
speak
go.
to Gil
It's stinging
McLaughlin,
me.
but he's not even
He's not even there anymore.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know who the
stinging me.
fuck it
Fucked
is.
right
This
off.
thing's going to run out of batteries.
Yeah. Nothing to report in the cricket, boys. IPL, who cares? Cam
fuck
Green
him.
did absolutely fucking tear the house down, though.
Did
which
he?
is
What did he do?
good for the T20 World Cup because it's coming up. We'll definitely be reporting on that. Reporting.
Reporting
like Dean Ritchie.
Yeah, reporting by saying we fucking hate England.
Yeah,
That'll be our main
that's the
report.
report. Nah, I just
Looking
don't
forward
like,
to that again.
don't like the IPL, so we don't talk about it. How about Big Johnny Fury, the fighting man,
Great invitation.
headbutting an Usyk supporter or someone on Usyk's team?
I thought it was
who
someone on his team, yeah.
About fucking 40 kilos lighter and a foot shorter.
And Big John was angry.
Drew blood. I
I'm all about.
I don't hate it.
I'm all about fucking. I'm all about pumping fights up and going that, it's about the spectacle and you're selling pay-per-views. This is for the undisputed heavyweight fucking world title that never comes around. All good, but just every time it's just like... Remember when that KSI thing was going on and there was that bulletproof fucking
with
plastic
Tommy
thing?
Fury.
You're not
that
getting
was a
through
G-up.
it and you're pretending to fucking try. Like... Come on, bro.
That was a G-up,
Fire
though.
up, but that sort of thing.
This was just like
I didn't actually see it.
there was
Did you just-
there was fuck all cameras around.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all shot off.
I don't even know
camera.
what the event was.
Neither do I. But it
But-
was out the back, man. Unless that's all been played up as well. But we got to believe some things sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
And-
I am the first one to call out fucking rubbish.
So he's just giving it the Liverpool kiss. Just
Oh,
hit him with
yep.
one.
yeah, and
Hit
he's
him with
drawn
one.
blood on his own scone.
And then one of Usyk's team members come up and apologised to him.
That's fucking. when
And
you
he
know
was
you're the
reluctant.
big
He was
cock.
like, no, anymore, and shook his hand.
don't-
and it
you
was
don't
like,
do that.
Wow.
Nah,
Don't
bow
go and
down.
apologise the cunt that headbutted you.
Usyk be fucking going off about that.
Yeah,
surely.
Bowing down to Big John.
Oh,
Fucking hell. Do you reckon he
Big
can
Usyk.
throw him like his boys?
not anymore, but I reckon he could have.
Back in his
yeah,
day.
no doubt.
Fuck, he would.
Look
yeah,
at
at
the family
pub.
that he's got there. Surely he can do
I reckon he could have definitely.
He
boys
would have
have
yabby
cop-
pumped a few.
Look, I rarely agree with half the shit he says, but I love how he just fucking backs himself
Yeah.
or backs his family and just goes, "This is what I think," and you can jog on if you don't.
I think
it.
he would back himself and his sons against a pack of fucking silverback gorillas.
True. Because
You put him in a press conference and he'd try and headbutt one of them.
I'm very excited for that fight.
Oh, man, it's
I
gonna
just
be
think it's
so
so
good.
just what's on the line, man. Like
Yeah.
I watched a clip the other day and it put it in perspective of like how rare it is of what's happening in the heavyweight division and
Yeah.
like it's just fucking cool.
I feel like
yeah.
I haven't been like
I think you
with
can-
Fury. It's been since probably the second Wilder fight where it was like, oh my fucking god, like he's finally at that big stage against the very best again. Like he
Again,
fought in
yeah.
Ngannou, but
He was trash.
Mate,
That's
look
right,
at
yeah.
We know
like,
he was
I
trash.
just you can tell what it means to him by how he fucking looks.
Yeah,
Just
fucking
his
oath.
aura,
In shape.
he's fucking fit.
Yeah.
You know,
As
the
in
whole
shape as he's
theme-
gonna look.
The
Yeah.
whole theme of fucking Fury the last few years has been how Reggie is Reggies.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
look at
still
him,
Reggie.
It still
Very.
is a bit, but I
Yeah.
mean, he's a fucking giant human
He's
as well.
still
You got to
got-
remember.
that's
like,
true,
as in,
yeah.
He
It's hard-
is 6'9". There's not many 6'9" well put together cunts.
well, so we would look at AJ and Ngannou and they're just these chiseled
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
machines.
them.
But
That's
it's
why
like,
they calls him the bodybuilder.
That's right, yeah. Fury's a definition of an old school heavyweight where we're looking at him going, holy fuck, he's fit, but he's
You know
still
what
got
he
a
could
bit of put
do?
on him.
I've rarely seen him blowing after 12 threes, put it that way.
Yeah.
Like he's always, I reckon he could do 20 rounds if he had to.
I think that's just muscle memory from
Yeah.
growing up and just everything.
bells
I
on
just
himself.
like, whenever I watch him fight, I just go, fuck, he looks terrible. Like, not physically,
Yeah.
but just even all of his, he just doesn't look, when you watch a little lightweight, like on
He's
the
very
weekend,
unorthodox.
When
yeah.
we watched fucking Kambosis fight Lomachenko, you go, both of these cunts, their techniques and they're so fast.
Speed,
And they
yeah.
just look unreal. But when he's in there, because he is so big and awkward, it just doesn't look natural.
He's
right.
fucking.
But he's fucking so good.
Oh man, he's unbelievable. I love him. Like
Same.
I hope he wins purely because I don't know. I suppose it's like the McGregor thing. I've just loved ever since I've bumped into him and watched him and heard his story and just seeing
Yeah.
how lippy he is and just the personality. I just like when he wins.
After he could have done this, what he's doing now, years ago.
100%.
But he decided to beat Klitschko and then become a drug addict.
Yeah,
And
become
just,
a dead set Reggie.
Just become the reggiest of all time.
And then made
He's
a
on
great
the team.
comeback.
Yeah.
we
he's
got to
on-
back
that's
our boy.
right.
He's
yeah.
in the RRLC.
We've got to back our boy.
We tried to get tickets, but anyway.
He lost our number, I think.
Yeah,
One
no,
of us
he's got
a new
it.
number.
He's just
Yeah.
been busy.
But mate, I'm so excited. I think it's shaping up to be about 8 o'clock in the morning. Gropes, you said.
Ring
Maybe
walks
ring
at
walk.
8, they reckon.
Look, Magic Round Saturday night could still be going. Could possibly be at the casino. Worst case, we'll have it on at home. But I will be watching. And what a way to kick off the last day, Magic
Oh,
Round.
It's
yeah.
almost perfect that they are having it in Saudi Arabia for us because
Yeah.
it's not on the Sunday after
Doesn't
3
clash
PM.
with rugby league.
Nothing
yeah.
clashes
Well, they
with
must have
rugby.
looked and went, boys, Magic Round's on.
There's rugby.
We don't want
Yeah.
to clash.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing
The
Tyson did
Saudis
for
would have
us.
done that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. They love rugby league.
Guess
over
what
there.
time it's on in the UK?
What?
I found this out when I was looking.
It's like 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
11 p.m.
What?
Ring walks 11 p.m. UK time Saturday night.
Yeah, but they'll be up and
away.
about.
How good? That's unreal.
Yeah.
That's fucking
the
perfect.
boys will be
cunt.
chirping.
That's almost a
Ring
bit-
walks that's almost too good to be true.
It's
The UK
I'd say it might
pubs
be a
would
bit
wanna hope
late because they
Fury
might be
wins
still
then.
fucking blind.
Yeah.
Imagine if he loses and it's midnight. Right, cunts, let's fucking go.
Pommy Carl's out there just launching cunts. Yeah, I just thought that was too well. That had to be factored in.
Holy.
UK, 11
Yeah.
p.m. Saturday night, ring walk.
What's the thoughts? Like, what's the honest thoughts? I'm going for Fury, but I just think based on how he looks, and I think he's just a bit too big.
Too big, surely.
That's my thoughts. But mate, you can't deny how good Usyk is.
Yeah.
He calls him a middleweight. He calls him Usyk a middleweight.
And Usyk probably doesn't understand what he's saying either. He was nodding.
Yeah, I think he does, He puts it on that he doesn't. But
Yeah.
someone said he fucking knows. Like, he knows.
Well, he
He just-
understands the English, but he can't speak
Exactly.
it well.
He
Yeah.
can't really express
Comprehend it,
himself
yeah.
that well, but he fucking knows what's getting said.
Could eat an apple through a tennis racket too. Just thought I'd put that out there.
If you don't get that, you fucking, I don't know what's wrong with
He has
you.
a big gap in his middle of his teeth and could knock me the fuck out with a fart.
I haven't watched enough of Usyk to go, oh yeah, Fury's going to fucking this or
Yeah,
that.
like dismantle the fighter.
But I've watched heaps of Fury, and I'm just like, everyone he fights, he's just too big and too
He just
awkward and
controls-
too big. Like,
yeah.
just too good. So, definitely, I reckon he'll win on points
Yeah,
for sure.
he'll control the fight. He won't knock him out. But
You don't go into fucking Ukraine 7 years ago against someone who hasn't been beaten for 10 years and just dominate him for 12 rounds.
With Klitschko.
Without just being the fucking best ever. So I reckon the story's there with everything that's happened. This is his fucking legacy.
I'd love for
this
that to
is
be a
his
part of
legacy
history.
fight, 100%.
So-
Fury winning, and then even if he does retire,
He'll fight.
or
He has to
whatever.
fight him twice.
Oh, that's
you know
right.
that.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
fight twice.
Yeah,
He's
But
already
anyway,
said once I beat
how
Usyk
exciting!
twice. Yeah.
How fucking exciting! Like that's literally the pinnacle. Hey, like there's all the faces of boxing and that, but heavyweight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the heavyweight, like undisputed.
The biggest
all
units.
the belts.
Yeah.
I think they made the belts too with their heads on it. Like they made a belt I saw a while ago.
WBO.
I'm pretty
Does it
sure.
have like the fighters on
I
it?
think so, and I thought it had.
Well,
I
it
don't
had
know
like
if it's
Ali
a
and
custom. I don't know
Tyson
if it's a
and
new.
shit, wouldn't it?
Actually, I'm doing a U here at the moment. I think that there was like there may have been a new one introduced, but I saw one with like Ukraine, UK, and their heads. Like it's something they did for this fight. I'm pretty sure. So
Right.
we'll fact check that and have a look.
That
but,
definitely would have happened.
I think it did. Like I did watch it, unless I was
Yeah.
dreaming.
Well, so that, mate, that's what I do. I watch stuff and I don't look at
Yeah.
the source, who posted it,
So-
the caption. I just go, oh,
But-
I'm going to talk about
Like
that on
old
Tuesday.
Tommy Morris giving
Yeah.
fucking Luke Beveridge a spray 2
Spot
years
on.
ago.
Saw the video, didn't do any more
But
research.
I'm very, very fucking excited.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be great.
What a
and the fact that
start.
we're all together on a boys' weekend,
Oh,
it's just like, if you don't watch that, you need to give yourself a good hard uppercut.
Yeah,
if
and
you're
have
one
a
of
look.
us.
Yep.
Buy a mirror and have a look. What wasn't that exciting? Well, it was, but not a good result. Kambosis, Lomachenko, one-way traffic in the end, but
Yeah.
George never stopped trying.
Mate,
So,
there's not, you can't say a bad word about George Kambosis.
nah.
He
Bought
went
three
over
huge fights here.
Mate, never shied away from the biggest fights, backed himself. Everyone who wants to be something of anything needs to have his mentality to get to the top. He got there once, he believed in himself, fell short a couple of times against literally
The best in the world.
best.
Yeah.
Devin Haney twice and Loma.
Yeah.
You can't get better than those two.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, mate, fucking shout out to him. Showed plenty of nuts, and the how humble he is after. Like he's just like fucking.
He
dead
literally
drink.
said, the Matrix started downloading, and that was fucking
Which
it.
was impressive too, because that first round, I was like, fuck yeah, Georgie's landing some body shots,
Yeah.
and it's almost like his brain went, no
Yeah.
more of that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
I had it, so I thought that I'd be a deadly and try and score
Yeah.
the fights. I did the chicks one before it.
Yep.
Which thought that I just went, oh, well, I've got no fucking idea.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
Lieutenant Dan's fucked it up, and I actually did kind of know anyway. But yeah, I got to the end of the 10 rounds in the chicks, and I went, oh, I surely haven't got that right because I had it way for the Aussie
Yeah.
chick. And it was. One of the judges scored it the same.
Yeah.
So then I thought I'll do the same for Georgie. And it was 2-2 after 4, and then that was it.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty easy to score after that.
Yeah, it was impressive to watch, hey.
Yeah,
It's fucking, he's a gun.
It looks
397
Amateur fights.
Who
Who
one
beat him?
loss.
Who
I
beat
don't
the
know.
cunt?
I don't know. Me must have gastro and fucking head in there because
That is
that is
what the fuck?
Because I suppose if you didn't know that and you looked at his record and hear how much he was talked up, 2 gold medals too.
2 golds and
2
397 amateur fights.
With 1 loss, and then you look at his professional career, and it's like 20 fights, I think.
Yeah, he's
20
only
something.
had 20 professional
but
fights.
you know, it's fucking impressive.
That's a lot of
fucked.
punching.
Oh,
And getting hit as
yeah.
well.
So, mate, very impressive, and
Wow.
that's the caliber of the bloke that George Kambosis backed himself against and had a crack.
Just
so,
didn't stop as a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking good on him.
Maloney
Yeah.
fight. What it is?
Look, fuck, man, it's hard because I watched the first 4 rounds in full and
Yeah.
had it 4-0.
Yeah.
Straight up 4-0 to Maloney. He won all 4 of them. And then may or may not have had it on the phone playing a bit of cards at the cards table at work. And, I was like watching it, and as the fight went on, it turned.
It definitely
turned.
wasn't like the 4. So my thing was 4 rounds at the start, they're in the bank for Maloney.
Yeah.
Anyone who disagrees, I just think it's bullshit. And then after that, he only needs to win 3 rounds to win the fight. And I think out of the last 8 rounds, he at least won 3. Won 3 of them. So that's why I'm not calling it a robbery.
Yeah.
It's not a robbery, but I was very confident after, and so is his corner. And look, world title fight, you shouldn't take the gas off.
Yeah.
You shouldn't play it
Not
into
that
the
he
judges.
really did that
well, he
much,
did
but-
sort of at the end. Like he was saying he's torn his bicep and
Yeah.
he didn't throw the left hook. He could have if he wanted to, but he thought he had it controlled.
Yeah.
Felt in control the whole time. His corner was telling him, you're up. Don't do
Yeah.
anything stupid. I thought rounds 10 and 11 were dominated by the other bloke.
Yeah.
That was the 2 that I definitely had, old mate, and then probably the last. But I definitely think 3 more rounds he won, and he was fucking hard done by. I'm not going to say robbery, but yeah, it's just I definitely thought he won. Like
I just
after-
didn't have it as clear cut as others did. Like that Sean Porter had 10-2.
10-2.
And then he did go on to say, and I'll read it because that he had asterisks next to about 2 or 3 of those rounds, which could have gone either way.
Yeah, and
which
that's-
is saying that if they did go, all 3 of them went the other way, then he still had it for Maloney.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I thought he won pretty easy, but worst case he won at least 3 more,
Yeah.
which is 7. And I'm like, how the fuck can you have it so?
I just didn't get that. One of the other guys on there, he wasn't commentating as such, but he was doing all the post-fight stuff on the desk. He was like, yep, nah, it's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. I had it 7-5, and I'm like, if you had it 7-5, cunt, how do you say robbery? Because that's close.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but the thing is too, like I hate reading comments online on boxers stuff, people just lipping and that because you listen to Maloney talk after the fight and he's been ripped off proper before in a world title fight before, so it's happened before. Like I said, not saying this is a robbery, but you got to remember he took 4 years to get back to this point where he's fighting for a world title.
Fuck, man.
All the fucking time, the effort. He's 32 or 33. He goes, it's not just a fucking decision. It's my family and our future. Now I got to go back and fight for peanuts and try and get back there. Where if I won a world title fight, he's probably got 1, possibly 2 more big money fights to set himself up into his late 30s and fucking do something else. It's a lot more than that. And if he's been done like that before, no wonder the cunt's stinging.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
That is a
like
great
in
point.
your
You don't really
home, in
think
your
of it like that,
backyard,
eh?
you shouldn't get like, if anything, and it should be straight down the line, but if there's any fucking bee's dick of an advantage, it should be yours at home.
Well, those are the 2 advantages. Is if you're a champion already, you're going to get favoured probably because it's
Yeah.
harder to lose the belt.
and that was vacant.
Yeah, and then you got the home crowd. The crowd gets amongst it.
Well,
you
yeah.
can definitely sway.
Like I said, I'm not going to sit here chanting robbery, but I thought he was fucking very hard done by. And me not knowing boxing very well at all, I just really thought that he definitely won.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
anyway.
We want justice.
I think I saw a screenshot of the scorecards, Tom, and
Oh, yeah.
this will make you even more shitty. There was so much chopping and changing in those first four between the three of them.
Really?
Yeah, it was not 10-9 for all three of them didn't go 10-9
For
in
the
those
first four rounds?
Yeah.
See, that's fucked.
I think that was that
That's-
fight. It may have been the Chicks one, and I've just jaced
Yeah.
the fuck out of this.
Because that
be,
is
could be.
that is the cemented thing for that fight for me.
Yeah.
Is the first four Maloney literally controlled it really well, and then you started seeing the gas get taken off, and then they started getting hard to judge. He was landing a lot of body shots, but I just
reckon the first when I was kept peeking down, he was just not landing anything and just getting a heap of body shots.
Yeah.
And then old mate was definitely controlling the center of the ring for like the last 3 or 4 rounds.
Oh, for sure.
So-
Right at the end, I agree. Like the last two before the final one, he definitely won both of those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was just strange because
I just feel for the bloke, like going
Yeah.
through what he's already gone through.
How's the
Should have had
family?
a
Didn't
world
have a good
title.
week.
No.
Fucking Jason lost on Monday as well. So, yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. Do you reckon
think-
he'll actually retire?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Heat
it's-
of the moment
Yeah,
and
and then I watched the interview after, and he said, "Look, I'm not going to write that off the table, the rematch." But he's just sort of saying, "What's the fucking point?" Like he's just sort of going, "This is twice."
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he probably will do the rematch.
He probably regrets fucking
If he gets to
saying
do
in
a
the ring.
rematch for the belt, I think that's the only way he'd do it. If they said, "Oh, you can fight this contender to get a chance," he'll be like, "Fucking eat a dick."
Yeah.
But I think he should go for the rematch for the belt. And if he feels like he's up, fucking don't feel like you're up.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say on the couch.
Yeah.
And after doing 3 2s.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, I think probably the fucking moral of the story is just don't leave it up to the judges, eh?
Yeah.
Mate, well, that's what Groper and I have done. We didn't bother leaving it for
yeah,
controversy.
With Georgie, what I would love to see now, right, is Georgie and Liam Wilson. Could you
True.
I'd
reckon
love to
two
see
Aussies?
that. Well, he had a shot at Oscar, the world title. I don't know how far they are off in weight, but I was talking to Liam the other day, good mate of mine.
Yeah.
He was sort of
He
saying
called
that,
you,
yeah. And
Scheduled
but
him in to call.
He'd be keen to fight him, and it's like I just think,
Surely
Georgie
he's way
now.
too big.
Well, I don't know. Georgie now after those fights, I think that could be a huge Aussie fight.
He'll have to just fight Aussies, I think.
Well, I think that's the biggest one I can think of. That Liam's got the no limit and the fan base of all like the casuals,
The footies,
like us,
footy
the
boys.
footies.
Yeah, pretty well
And
rugby
then
league boxing fans.
Georgie's got a few more global sort of eyes on him.
Yeah.
I just think that'd be a mad fight to have in.
You'd
fucking
sell out a
Australia.
stadium in Australia doing that for sure.
I reckon you'd
sure.
fucking get some people keen. So
Fuck
I'd love
yeah.
to see it.
Yeah.
That's a great shout. Great
Righto.
shout.
I wonder, I just don't know how big fucking Wilso is.
Wilson's very light. Like he's a tall.
Yeah.
He's tall.
Rangy, some
Yes.
would say.
Yes.
So,
Long
but
streak
I
off.
I literally did talk to him about fighting George, and he said that he was keen. Like he was the one who was sort of saying that he'd love to take that challenge. So they can't be too far apart.
Nah, yeah.
Like
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
actually bullshitting.
It
him.
would be interesting to see where both coming off losses.
Well, I just
Yeah,
think
they
it makes
move
sense for
forward.
them both.
Yeah.
Like they're only fucking like Liam's younger than George, but George isn't an old at all.
No.
That's right.
So-
That's kind of like probably the best case in terms of popularity and getting himself a big chance, Liam, is you come up for loss and you get to fight fucking George Kambosis. That would be
It's
huge.
more, I think the only thing that'd stop it, and like I said, not one bad word to say about George is George's pride. I don't know if he will.
He'll think he could fight someone better.
Well,
Yeah.
I just don't know if he'll go, I'm past that sort of thing.
He'll
I hope
have
he
to,
doesn't.
surely.
Well, it just depends. But I hope he doesn't, and he just goes, right, let's take the challenge on and fucking give it a crack. But personally, selfishly, I'd love to see that fight.
Yeah, it'd be
I think
fucking unreal.
all rugby league boxing fans would love to see it.
Rugby. Rugby. Hey, we've got... Am I good to go? We've got... I'm just jumping on the Bluetooth here because we've got the Motorsport recap.
Holy fuck.
God,
That's not out of a button either.
That was
getting more aggressive.
that was 6,000 revs.
That was fucking third gear pinning. Righto. There was no F1,
Oh,
but we've got.
fuck's sake.
We've got. But we've got a good recap anyway.
Copy.
And basically, we've just said, see if she's worth playing. I said, fuck yeah, we'll see.
Every week, son.
We'll see if it's worth it.
Keep the
we'll
lip
play
in it.
The last one was definitely worth
And
it.
don't
so
worry, if it's fucking too long or irrelevant,
We'll just chirp
you'll
you.
be told. Yeah.
Groper will pause it.
You'll get angry, Crow.
Righto, Reggies. We're back with our motorsport. I haven't got much work on for me this week, but I'm steaming around the workshop with a tape measure and a piece of paper trying to make myself look busy. And what I've come up with this week for motorsport and Aussies, or kind of Aussies, sheep shaggers,
I like the theme.
doing good in, or performing in motorsport, you could say. Shane Van Gisbergen finished 16th in the Xfinity Cup NASCAR shit. I don't know much about the the left turn series,
circle.
but he finished 16th in the Xfinity Cup. Scotty McLaughlin,
Probably could have left that one
6th from 13th, which is good for a sheep shagger in IndyCar. The Norwest 200, I couldn't find any Aussies competing in that. I didn't look very fucking hard to see any, but I found one of the most Reggie names, and he looks like a fucking Reggie. He looks like an Aussie, Davey Todd, and he
Davey
finished
Todd?
second.
That is.
Toddy.
Looks like an Aussie, has an Aussie name, but he sounds like a fucking pommy twat.
Wow.
In Speedway GP, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically if you get an ag bike and take the exhaust off. Jason Doyle, Aussie, wins, and he's leading the championship, and Jack Halter, another Aussie, in 5th. MotoGP, I don't really give a fuck about motorbikes, by the way, but that's the most Aussies in sport I could find this week. Jack Miller, Aussie, in the MotoGP, didn't finish. He had a shunt. Sprint cars, I
love
do
his
give
honesty.
a fuck about. Reggies. And fucking Tommy and Jace. You're not into fucking motorsport, I know that, whatever.
Yep.
If you want to get semi-interested in motorsport, you've got a speedway in Gladstone. It's a shit speedway, but when they have the 410 sprint cars on, I fucking urge you to go. It is fucking the most insane shit you'll ever see, putting yourself on the outside of one of the corners and seeing those loose cunts with the biggest balls you've ever fucking seen taking a skid. Anyway, fuck, I lost me notes. One second. Fuck, here we go.
Love a good skid.
What a cunt. In the sprint cars, in America, James McFadden led every lap bar the last 5 fucking metres and lost by 0.012 of a fucking second and finished second, almost winning his first ever high stakes sprint car race.
That's a whole
In the PB50s, the Supercross, whatever it's called, don't give a fuck. Jet Lawrence wins.
Loves his
He's
motorbikes.
7 on the
This is
trot,
cool.
which
That's
is a
the
good
only
effort.
thing
I'll
that's
give it
worth
to him.
mentioning,
7
cunt.
on the trot in Supercross. I can't do that shit. I couldn't do fucking jumping bikes. When I was racing karts, right, there's a track at Coffs Harbour, and the kart track and the motorbike track are next to each other. You'd think it was a fucking ambulance service centre, the amount of ambulances went into that cunt. Anyway, he's made it 6 on on the trot, and his fucking brother is running 9th, Hunter Lawrence, in the championship, which is brilliant. So, Jet Lawrence winning the championship, that's 7 on the trot. What
That
a
was
fucking
cool.
superhero. It is a good effort.
Fucking
I couldn't
right.
do the jumps and shit. Fuck that. Anyway, that's all for this week in the motorsport. I'm happy all the cunts who whinged about me not covering the motorbikes just fucking got over it, and I covered some fucking two-wheel daredevils or whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves. Anyway, stay out of it, boys.
That was
He's,
shit.
Really?
I just reckon if you don't give a fuck about it, don't talk about it. Because, like,
True.
talk about the shit that you like and tell us about it. Because I don't give a fuck about it. So you got to bring the energy.
Yeah, you
about the
kinda
shit
gotta
that
sell it
you-
to us,
Like, don't go, I don't give a fuck
non-motorsport
about
fans.
this and that. You know,
Why,
but I
why
think,
don't we talk about it, Tom?
what's that?
That stuff.
Jet.
Because we couldn't deliver it in a way that people actually
Well,
give a
that's
fuck.
that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you're the fucking motorsports guy. That was like me trying to tell cunts about motorsport. So, like, you're 1-1.
But you could
First one
tell
was
he
brilliant.
G'd up when we're talking about the speedway and that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what we
yeah,
want to be
yeah,
into.
yeah. Oh,
He,
look, mate, you're not cut. You just need
Not
to
at all.
fucking. There's just a little kick in the ass.
I think the best part's his honesty.
Yeah.
Like,
is nice.
he
That's
at
fine.
least
And when he
said
lost
he's like,
the nose.
yeah, just what a cunt.
Well, look,
Just
it's
blow
Reggie
up.
as fuck, which is brilliant.
Yeah, he didn't.
I do want to give a shout out to the Lawrence brothers though.
Fuck
like
yeah.
Jet Lawrence, he is.
We missed the boat there. That was last week, but
that's
anyway.
right. But he's done amazing. Like I said, I'm not going to chirp you too much, brother.
He could have
Fucking-
easily, like, just stopped recording and go, fuck, I fucked that up.
You
I'll
know,
go again.
yeah, but he
just
kept going.
that's-
Yeah.
I think
like
that's
that.
the best part is that he just goes, fuck this, I'm trucking.
Yeah, I'm one fucking take. Good on you, brother.
One take, Zach.
So, no, we've already just trimmed him a heap, but while we're going, he's failed to mention his fuck up last week, which I
Oh.
thought was convenient.
Yeah.
Everyone trimmed him in the group and said that he fucked one of the names up.
Oh, yeah.
He said old mate's crashed, but it actually wasn't. It was
Yeah.
another bloke. So.
But brother, yeah, next week, whatever you're into with
Fuck yeah.
motorsport and you know heaps about and you're passionate about, hit us with that because otherwise I'll do the cunt. Love your work. Thanks
Yeah,
for getting
fuck
involved.
yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Actually,
champion.
one more quick trimming. I don't even know fucking nothing about motorsport, but I know the race Le Mans, or Le Mans, whatever it's called.
Isle of Man, isn't it?
I think it's
think they're
Le
two
Mans.
different things.
No, it is. It's in French, but
Yeah.
it's La.
Oh,
La
okay,
Mans.
okay. Right. I don't speak French, so
Le Mans means the man, and I'm pretty sure it translates to Isle of Man or something.
okay.
That's crazy.
Isn't
though.
that a
Oh.
fucking yeah? So
That is wild.
Did he mention that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I
was too
saw
busy
something
laughing.
about that being racing shit on the weekend.
You know what
so-
we may need to leave out is someone, a Kiwi coming 16th
in the NASCAR.
That's what I mean. I just want the juice.
Yeah.
I want the juice from the engines. I want the maddest skids. I want the fucking
Mate,
the
there's-
highlights, brother. Not a fucking sheep rooter who comes 16th.
Sorry, Zach. Sorry. I
There's
didn't
a
know.
wise man once said from fictional NASCAR, if you're not first, you're last.
True.
We don't
Oi.
want to know about a sheep shagger who came 16th.
Oi, this is the game we're in, brother. We all
This is
fuck
what
up
happens.
and we get absolutely chewed.
Yeah.
So there's your chewing. You've been christened, you've been chewed, and we'll see you next week for a Ripper
So-
segment again, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
It says here, this is what I got. Have a listen and see if it's worth playing. And I refuse to listen.
Yeah, right.
So
Maybe you should.
maybe I should have done.
But anyway, that's
I loved
fine.
it. I loved that.
That was good.
Me
fucking
too. I
unreal.
thought it was really good. So
I'm pretty
Well,
sure he doesn't like the bikes.
Really?
I know.
Pick that up.
that was great.
Let's put the fucking footy tips in. 'Cause that was awesome. I have no regrets about that at all. No,
No,
we got
glad you
it's
fucking
called the
played that.
Reggies.
Oh fuck, that
Yeah.
was good. So much content.
If we
coming out
cut
of that,
him
surely.
because of
He's
Never.
not getting cut.
No,
yeah.
cut it.
That's what I
Don't-
mean. If
yeah,
he-
don't get confused with thinking oh, we're just chirping.
If he got cut for shit that he got wrong, I'd be sacked fucking year ago. So the
Yeah.
bloke gets many
Look,
chances he
If
needs.
people who ring in on this show got sacked for not performing, would Tom Barbary still be sending his tips in? Sending his tips in every week. Get that into your barbs. Just while we're trimming.
There's another trim.
Just
yeah.
while we're trimming.
the one
while
that's been
we're
trimmed
wheeled
the
and
most.
polished.
Now,
Yeah.
I am all about the doggies, bro.
Oh,
This Friday, I am
Me
on the
too.
Dogs
Me
against the
too.
Raiders. They're playing good footy.
They are, even after a loss against
I'll
Penrith
be fucking
in a
there.
close
What
game.
time's this thing open? 5? This
No, I'm pretty sure last year it's around the 4-ish, 4:30 mark.
Earlier?
I'm pretty sure.
where we there?
Don't
for?
quote me on that, but I'm pretty
Fucking
sure 4 rings a
perfect.
bell from last year because we were chewing locks.
Yeah, we're chewing locks again too. Hopefully they do some comp where you got to go catch a big bomb and I'll go out and win 50 grand or something. That'd be good. Yeah, doggies. Doggies.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
Dogs
it's
as
got to
well.
be the Dogs, doesn't it? Raiders are just dogs. shit at the
Broncos
moment.
up against Manly. Surely just another fucking hiding.
Well-
I checked the previous results on this game,
Magic Round,
game. We have flogged them every year except for the year we got the spoon.
Which doesn't count.
We lost 50 to 6.
Yeah, but you got to
Everyone
remember,
flogged us that
a
year.
naturally aspirated Manly sucks whole.
I'm talking flogged every year except for the one where
And I'm
we got
talking
flogged.
sucks without turbo.
We love a Suncorp
We
away
flogged
game.
them. Yeah. Anyway,
Love a Suncorp
yeah,
away
we do
game.
love a Suncorp away. It's a tough trip. But
It's a long trip from
It's
Suncorp to
long.
Suncorp.
Anyway, I love flogging them there every year. So hopefully
Brings
that
me joy.
continues.
Brings me lots of joy.
Now, this might be a bit of ground.
I'm going ground.
I'm going ground.
I'm
I'm going
going
the
ground.
Titans.
Yep.
Titans against the Knights.
Wow.
The fucking
Back
Knights.
to back.
They
Let's
just
go.
Is it the Knights? Here's one for you. Is it the Knights making the game just be terrible and in a dogfight so that they can get it done without Ponga? Or have they just played terrible teams and it's been a shit game? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they play teams and it's just a shit game, but the Knights get the
They
job
just
done.
win the arm wrestle
Yeah.
of shitness.
Anyway, not this week.
I don't know. This one's fucking tough because what's new? We won 3 in a row now.
I'm
Something
just
like
looking
that,
at a 27% tip on the Titans. And I'm going.
Does not care
And I'm
about the
going.
form.
And I'm going. It would not surprise me if they beat them, and that is solely why. I'm
Righto. We're making ground. I'm going
I think-
Titans.
And it's a shorter trip.
This, honestly, okay, this might be my go for each way because what I'm about to say. I'm tipping Titans, but it would be such a Titans way is to lose by 2 to Newcastle, and it would be such a Newcastle
After
way
putting-
to
boys.
win is a shit.
Well, the way it will go if it goes
Hold
by
up,
record
boys.
is Titans get up to like 24 points lead and then blow it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Who's out?
I forgot what's happened.
Who's out?
Foreign gone, Brimson gone.
Brimson gone.
Yeah,
What
he
happened to
done
Brimson?
his groin.
Huge.
In the last 10 minutes, he
Oh,
went off.
yuck!
Who's playing that
I've just
Kinney?
Who's in?
Kinney's in, yeah. But he played fullback last week.
Oh, yeah.
Brimson played fucking
That's right.
5'8".
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
So who's in the Tommy Weaver?
Chris Randall and Sam Varelis.
Barrels.
Barrels, that'll do.
Barrels playing what position?
Half.
What the fuck is a
Really?
hooker?
Chris Randall.
So is
5'8".
Chris Randall. Chris Randall's usually hooker.
I'm
as well.
tipping the Knights.
Wow.
For that
Yeah,
one.
are we changing the ground making?
Yeah,
are we
we
just
might
going to
have to
sit on the
change-
ground?
Change
I
ground.
just can't, man. I rate Sam Barrels as a hooker, but if he's
He was
playing
great at
half,
Roosters,
how
but-
can you? Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Weaver's 18th man.
Oh, right. I
Fuck.
thought they should have definitely just put him in half.
Is that a lucky that we've fucking checked that or what?
Yeah, I
Titans
might do
win
it.
by 30 now.
I might do a Cherry Evans backflip on Gold Coast here and go Newcastle.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Fuck yeah, I'm going Newcastle.
the
Fuck
cherry
that.
backflip.
Too.
That, I
Oi,
love that.
This next one, in my opinion, game of the round.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
time as well. We get to get the old warm-up shitter out of the way while we're all excited, drinking piss in the box. And then I will be soaking up the atmosphere for Sharks versus Roosters. Both teams on fire, ready to rip in. How good is rugby
yeah.
league?
Fucking oath. I am not trusting Nicholas Hines' calf, and I'm tipping the Chooks.
Yep. My logic isn't Nicholas Hines' calf. It's just that Roosters got it done at Suncorp a couple of weeks ago. They are going to get
That's
it done
what
again.
I've
I
got
just
that
think,
too.
I
I
just
like
think
that.
as well that the Roosters have been doing it in spectacular fashion
Yeah,
lately.
man.
That's my
Flogging
only
teams.
thing. Like
Fucking
instead of
humping
and
teams.
Sharks have been gritty like that game last week. But I just feel like if the Roosters keep that momentum, like once a team is playing like that, I
They
have
usually
to tip
take
them
a
until
while.
they lose.
They take a while to fire up, and I feel like the Roosters are fired up, and they're
They
pretty
are.
well full strength, aren't they? So
No Manu. So did you see him get that head knock?
no.
Like, yeah, he was never playing as soon as you saw that. Fatala Polga? How do you say Polga?
Shows.
Don't ask me.
Pauga.
Polga? Polga?
Pauga.
Fatala, don't know.
Tom, say it.
Good thought.
Number 4 there, mate.
Yeah, Polga.
Polga. Yeah. Righto.
Well, if you place the G with an L,
Anyway.
it's Paul. So
That's the only one who's out. They've still got, full
Gonna be a
strength
great
apart from
game.
that. Gonna be a
yeah, I'm
ripper.
not changing my tip because of Pauga.
Big old Tommy Hazelton shaping
that
up against JWH.
That game is literally. That game is literally.
That is a rose between a couple of
Fucking
thorns.
oath. That's a shit sandwich and the shit's the bread.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. Perfect time. Get the shitter out of the way. But then it's followed by
Return to a big
Well,
shit.
that's when we're
Like,
too
probably the
blind to even
biggest-
watch.
the shit has compounded.
It's a big fucking steamer that hasn't been flushed, and then someone's gone and taken a bigger steamer on top.
I've got to just keep not tipping South Sydney though until they win.
This
I-
is fucking. I tip no one.
I've got to go Cowboys.
Boys, if we had something where we could go each way, this would be the ultimate
Yeah.
fucking G each way. But I'll tip the Cowboys.
I'll tip Cowboys because
Can
they
not
could.
tip the Rabbits. at the
Nah.
moment.
I think Cowboys defense could leak 30 points for the Rabbitohs, but the Rabbitohs would see an open try and just go, no.
Do you know who I feel sorry for? Jackie White.
Oh.
Just
sucked
the,
in.
the end of his career,
Left the
though.
Raiders.
End of their career, though,
Fucking-
going, I'm going to fucking just go and play in a well put together team and just do my little thing out in the centres and score tries and
Nah.
feed ball to
You're
AJ.
going to get the spoon.
You're going to be shit.
Are they-
like it doesn't look that bad on paper? Latrell Mitchell, Johnson,
I've
White,
been
and
saying that all
Thompson in
year.
the centres, Gagai on the wing, Walker, and obviously they've had issues with the halfback. Dion Tealpo's playing halfback, but then you got Moali, Cook, Kepi in the front row, which isn't great, but fucking look what we said about Big Hazelton.
That's right.
And then you got Kalamatangi, Jai Arrow, and Saliva
Havili.
Havili as
Mate, I
lock.
just think there's just so much more goes to it than the names. It's the club.
Yeah.
It's the way the season's gone. It's the sacking of the coach. It's all the racial stuff going on in the background that'd be playing on everyone's mind and possibly causing a divide. Who fucking knows? But it's
No
just,
one knows.
It's just you just don't want to be involved with that.
They're in turmoil. They're a shoe-in for the spoon.
Shoe in.
Wow.
I think
They are doing
gonna
chippy
get the spoon.
work to put the access ramps in, as we heard. So
That's right. They're
the
setting up
rebuild
for
is
Wayno
on.
next year. This year they're going to take it easy.
And
And
we're
lose.
tipping the Cowboys.
We
yes,
are.
we are. Reluctantly.
Yeah, very reluctant.
Next one, obviously Penrith Warriors on at 150. Now I believe the old BBB boys may be doing a little thing at the Caco on
yeah?
Sunday, which we might be tending to have a few tins with a few other weapons in the game. I don't know. So keep an eye on their socials for that anyway. But
Big news.
yeah,
Big news in the New Zealand Warriors side. No SJ, injured last week. CNK is playing 5'8". Shans Nickel Clockstad is playing 5'8".
Really?
Tiago Martin's playing halfback. No Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Who's fullback?
Tani. Oh, that fucking Tuapiki who was playing.
Oh, yeah.
He was playing when CNK
I was
there.
interested to see what they were going to do without SJ because they
Would've
don't
been a
really
cheat
have
in
a
hide and
solid. They didn't have a solid replacement. Just shoes in for SJ.
Well, what are they
So,
doing? What are they doing?
Has
Why
Chance
are they-
ever played 5'8"?
Don't think so.
Where's Chanel Harris Tavita? Is he playing?
I
rugby
think
league
this is
still?
just a simple Penrith tip.
It is 100% a simple Penrith
Yeah,
tip,
and
but I'm
look-
just.
Yeah, that's no good, is it?
It's got to be a penalty.
Oh, hang on, you don't have fucking old mate.
Cleary.
Yeah, him, but Luai's playing halfback and Jack Cole is playing 5'8".
Oh, actually, yeah. Schneid's
Schneid's
hurt
he-
himself. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
Fuck.
well, change your tip.
Yeah, it was. And then
No, I was just pumping him up before saying thank fuck for Schneid's.
Yeah,
but he-
Schneids is fucking in
Jack
dramas.
Cole, eh?
And
shout
it
out to
looks
depth.
Luke Garner has held his position over Scotty Sorensen. Scotty Sorensen's a reserve.
Much
so-
of a muchness for me if those two are either on the
Garner's
bench.
playing
They're both
really
great
well,
off the
man.
bench,
No,
so.
I just mean I rate them both. Like I
Sorensen
wouldn't-
was 100% the number one left side second rower last year. He was unreal, and Garner was just sitting in the wings. But now that he's got his chance, he's playing fucking good.
Yeah.
As many Penrith players coming through do.
They all seem to just do their job
Fuckheads.
in that team.
Anyway,
Fuck me.
I'll be tipping the Storm here.
Well, if you wanted to make ground, not that you will, but this would be a great ground maker if you tipped Para.
Okay, yeah.
4%, but no.
Go
not
the
doing
Tigers.
it.
Yeah,
next
so
too,
would the
while
Waz. So would the Waz.
That's what I mean. All Sunday is 96
He's ground.
percenters.
The old Dargan's getting ripped off too with the ball.
Again, was that last year as well? I don't know.
No, was that Newey last year?
Oh, fuck
Tigers.
me.
It was some
Anyway.
shit. Fucking.
Wait, wouldn't you be offered if you booked it last year for this year? family of supporters for the Dargans, and you're steaming, going like no one's
The
there.
Mad Dragon.
Do you reckon
I'm
the team?
fucking
Do you
fuming.
reckon the team would rock up still? Like the Dragons boys would rock up and be a part of it all? Or
They will probably be in
don't
Sydney having a big fucking weekend, I'd say.
probably having a Barbie, a legal one.
Yes. Legally this time at Paul Vaughan's house.
I'm just going to check because I'm going to check the draw.
But we're all going Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne are going to.
And then the next one, Finns.
Finns at
To
home.
finish it off too, I want to see Hammer in action.
Well, no, Dargan's played last year. Sorry.
I'll have to miss this game because I'll be catching the fucking 7:30 flight.
Oh, we've got to talk about that actually.
Yep.
Before who are we tipping?
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Hammer returns.
Yeah,
He
awesome.
will be in
Can't
a multi
wait.
of mine.
So, how's this for fucking Reggie form?
A few young Reggies.
Few young Reggies.
Yeah.
Young Jace over here. Still doing his apprenticeship. Got TAFE on the Monday.
Yep.
Must go.
You
And
can't just take a day off tape.
I said,
You gotta
why
reschedule
can't
the
you
whole
just
block."
miss the first day? And he goes, honestly, the first day you can't miss because if you rock up day 2, they say, nah, do another block, which I'd never had in my time, but I believe
And
it.
when
It's a tight schedule now.
so there mustn't be too much you actually have to soak in on day one because your brain will be a pile
Mush.
of mush.
Anyway, he flies home Sunday night, fucking 8 o'clock arrival. This is the best bit for me.
8 o'clock, more like 8:50.
Well, anyway, you get home that night, Sunday night for a Monday start. But on the way to TAFE, he's swinging by the airport to pick up a mate of his who's getting the 6 a.m. Monday morning flight
Boys.
out of Brizzy.
That's
Not
a
just
Reggie.
one, two.
Two!
Billy Devlin and Clayton Box.
yeah, the boys.
A couple mates of mine who are also doing E&I apprenticeships, and they have said, fuck that, I'm not going home Sunday night. I'm going to rip and tear. And they're going to run the gauntlet of a 6:30
So
flight
could
on
we
Monday
say-
morning for
That's
an
a
8 o'clock
4:30
start.
wake up Monday or stay
Could
up.
we make we'll go the latter. If we were going to go argument wise, is Jace the A grader here out of the
Oh,
boys?
it is. I didn't even mean that, by the way, to set him up like that.
Yeah, look, it does make me seem like a bit of an A grader
serious.
because I'm not running the risk of a fucking delay or just
Like, mate, we're not
wanting-
teasing you for just keeping your career intact. I'm just saying you're picking up 2 men heading to the same
If,
safe block.
The boys picking up the men.
Yeah, look,
So,
it can
this
be
is-
a
I can't
little
believe
bit.
it's gone
It can
this
be a
way.
little bit less Reggie. But my argument is, I'll have 3 days of ripping and tearing. It's not a
Mate,
one-off.
I'm not sitting here chirping you. I'm just saying,
Yeah, he
if
is.
you looked at it from an outsider's perspective, yeah.
Mate,
The captain's fucking disappointed.
No.
you can't even. I can't even say anything back to that because it's like, what do I say? Oh, what?
I think we
You
just
get to go record an episode and just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
work. Fuck you.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
I
just
think
win.
we just give licks to the boys that are doing it,
Yeah.
and we might even shout them a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's an effort.
credit to them as well because
Mate, I would have done the same. No, I wouldn't have.
those boys don't just go. You know what? We'll have a quiet one.
No, it's not like they'll
Boxy
finish.
will be asleep on a dance floor at midnight, pissed his pants or something. Like, that's just the kind of blokes they are.
Mate, it'll be
Boxy.
great entertainment for you, Jace. Rolling up, you'll probably even swing through Macca's on the way, get
I'll
a
need
coffee
a
and
coffee
a
or
bacon
something.
and egg,
Yeah.
and then pick the boys up and just laugh at the cunts.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
It is going to be.
Honestly,
all
man.
three of us will just walk in TAFE and just teach her and just go, shut the fuck
And they'll
up.
take the flies off you as well
That's right.
because they'll be more fucked. So
They'll-
smart play.
Yeah.
It is, but
Eyes up footy.
Mate,
Well, look,
mate,
so
yeah.
what? I can definitely make the Wars Penrith game.
Yep. What time you got to
Melbourne-
be at the airport?
I don't know. I think it's
It's
like
like
a
a
7:30 flight.
Something like that.
So
6:30, you got to be there.
yeah, 6:30 be there. I
We'll
can
get
probably
you there,
make
son.
at least
get him there.
the first half of the Melbourne Para game.
And then, yeah.
I'll even
Anyway.
order an Uber for you, mate.
Back to fucking
Cheers,
old
mate,
Box. He will probably be the drunkest cunt in Brizzy on the Sunday night.
And you'll
no
hear him
shit.
halfway across Suncorp too.
Yeah. Reminds you of Zoidberg from Futurama.
Yeah.
But nah,
Sorry,
boys,
Boxy,
just
get
to
it.
round that off, though, I haven't been this pumped for a while just for the weekend. And like getting to experience it last year and just knowing that you boys are going to love it so much
Oh
as well.
fuck yeah!
Just
This has
that-
been a bucket list thing since it's come in. I was
Yeah.
meant to go in 2020 with a bunch of my family and that. I was still not of age of drinking, but
Yeah.
would have swindled my way in. But
Shout
now
out
that
to
it's I am legal and the boys
You are
ripping
legal.
tearing weekend. Fuck, I'm keen.
I think
man.
the value out of a box as well. Like sometimes you might not get your value out of a one game
Been
box.
saying this all week, Tom. I know what you're going
a
to say.
one game box, but you get every single game. It's
Yeah.
open before and after. The piss is on, the food's on. You get to fucking stay in the box, or you can go out and sit in the seats, get the atmosphere.
Fuck
Does
yeah.
it get any better?
When you look at
I'm
it,
hard right
what
now.
a single game box costs, and compared to what this is costing, it sounds like you're getting a good deal. But if you can drink that much piss in 3 games, I will be fucking very surprised.
Fucking oath, man. It is set up for success.
Like we're still paying overs, but it's for the fucking being in that
Well,
room.
we're at work.
Meeting
It is.
cunts. Yeah.
It's fucking.
the definition
it's our
of
job.
a business trip.
It's our job.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
It's
lot
our
of
job.
work going on this
We'll
weekend.
keep our
Sorry.
We'll keep our cool and make sure we do good analysis on every game.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch heaps.
Let's put the AFL tips in. How long have we been going for? 2 hours already?
1:45.
Yeah, right. We're going to hit the 2.
Yeah.
It's the start of Sir Doug Nicholls' Indigenous round this weekend in the AFL, boys.
Mm-hmm.
The AFL do a cracking job here. I love all the Guernsey designs and that. With
Yeah.
all the Indigenous players always stand up too because it means so much to them. So,
Yeah.
cracking games during this period. Look out. Is
First
it? Right, hang on. It is a long trip to Darwin.
Long
boys.
or long?
Long. The Cats have pretended to be a good side for
Fuck.
6 rounds.
They're getting rissoled.
Hang on. Hang on. They've pretended to be a good side for 6 rounds. And I think they are a good side, so I'll tip them.
I think they get scolded by the sun. They're a
Really?
fucking what are those hairless cats called?
Oh, they're weird looking fucks.
Yeah, well, that's what they are this week. They're going to get scolded in
What
Darwin.
do you call those
The
fucks?
sun's hot in Darwin, boys. The sun's hot in Darwin.
Righto.
I like your analogy, Tom, but it's just not happening.
Oh,
Kelly.
God, I
Cats.
hope it does. but I'll
$1.73 for cats. Fucking
Is that value or what?
Through the roof.
I thought $1.32 for the Finns was value too, by the way, against whoever the fuck they're playing.
13
I
plus
forgot.
Tigers.
Tigers, yeah. What am I? Anyway, yeah, massive game this Friday, but this is prime time Friday night footy at
This
its
is
best.
huge.
At the
SCG
SCG,
as well, yeah.
Blues for me. I'm gonna tip.
Going to
I'm
Swans.
backing the Blues in.
They're
Well, you reckon
leaving
the
it
wings are
very
tired?
close. Leaving
Long.
it very close, and Swans at
Long.
the SCG.
Long trip
Just a
back.
simple long.
It's long for both, though.
No, it's long.
Slightly,
back. Long trip back.
yeah, slightly less long for
You don't go.
Carlton.
I think he's talking about the WA long.
Yeah.
I
Coming
know.
back from
That's what I'm
WA.
saying. Carlton are going to Sydney. Swans are coming from WA.
That's a lot longer.
That's what I'm saying. It's slightly less long for Carlton, but there's still a bit of longingness for both teams.
How did the long just work its way in over a
The
couple of
Lions,
weeks?
man.
Yeah.
The second
With
round they had to
Freo.
go to Freo
Yeah,
and they
copy.
lost.
Now it's
Now I
so
can't
long.
stop saying it. Yeah.
Now it's just long.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'll stick with
I
Sydney.
am
So
gonna tip
both
the
of us,
Blues.
Sydney.
I'm gonna tip the Blues.
Copy.
Ooh, this one next.
Let's go. We're going to murder these
Who are they
cunts.
playing? Look at the
He doesn't give a
Look at the
fuck.
percentages.
Yeah, we're going to chew those pies.
I'm tipping the Pies. They're back.
Yeah, I've tipped the Crows recently.
I would have
Just
gone right
bit
for
of-
you the last two.
Yeah,
Just
I
a bit of
tipped them.
swinging bias on the table for them, but I've got to go Collingwood here.
I've got to go.
fine.
Collingwood.
I got
Add
my
the
hat
G.
on.
Battle of the Birds.
Got me hat
Magpie
on,
and a
you.
crow.
Just quietly before we move on,
Hmm.
the next few games or this round, according to the percentages, is a fucking easy round to tip.
Holy-
apparently.
Ah, well, let's see if that follows suit with
Yeah.
our previous easy.
Exactly.
Other than one game,
They're all 95 percenters.
yes.
Yeah.
The next one is 94-6 in favour of GWS over the Doors.
Which is crazy. 'cause
And
the
me
Dogs-
having no idea, I'll probably be sticking to the trend.
So we've had a bit of a theme on this show, and it was tip GWS at home till they lose, and they haven't lost at home yet.
So we're sticking with it.
I'm tipping them.
Yep.
Tipping GW.
The 94 also percent comes into it.
Big win for Doggies, but it was against Richmond, who
Yeah.
are rebuilding. They got nothing.
This
week.
game against the Lions for Richmond, though, isn't
The Roosters.
as clear cut.
No, I don't think it
Lions
should
were-
be 2%.
No.
Maybe like 8.
Yeah.
That's still much better.
$1.06.
I'm tipping the Lions, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got to when the Dogs go out and smash Richmond.
That's
Does
right.
anyone put money on those odds? Do you reckon? Like people with so much money have
Yes.
to be
I
the
reckon
only
they-
ones.
Yeah.
A
'Cause
few
it's
years
not worth
ago,
it.
FIFA World Cup, Argentina were paying like $1.13 or something against Saudi Arabia, and
Oh,
someone
they
put
lost.
like fucking 100,000 or something. Crazy number of money.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it like
Lost
in
3-2.
Australia. Someone
Won the
in
World
Austra-
Cup, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going Lions.
Yep. That
won't.
is the Rooters
And
for
I'll
sure.
be-
What about this one? The
This is me ground.
The odds.
This
the
is me
odds
ground.
and
Yeah,
the
this
percentages
is
are very
ground.
close. I don't know how you ground this because it's
Freo.
45
Yeah, but
v 55%.
55.
Yeah,
So it's
right.
not really a
That's-
ground.
You're not entirely making
Hopefully, all the
ground.
people above me go Saints. Then.
Righto.
The half
so
above me.
You'll make a bit of ground.
Yeah, a bit of ground.
Yeah, close ground.
I'm going Freo. I don't know why. I just think Saints, fuck, you can't lose to Hawthorn and then
you
think
can't.
you're any good.
And $2 for Freo as well is great value.
I'm going
Yeah.
the Saints.
Copy.
Long though, boys. That's long.
Oh, she
Have a
long.
look at this one, though. This is just shitter.
Oh,
This is
poo.
going
Wow.
to be a pounding.
I actually might not watch
If
the
ever
Wires
I have
Penrith game and
seen-
watch this instead.
A pounding, it is this. Dons are in supreme form against, North.
But look, in Don's fashion, they'll win by a goal.
Yeah, I know.
So-
yeah, exactly.
But won't be tuning
Oh,
into
the
this
poos
one.
and wees going up against our good mate Kingy. You going to put a carton on it, Grubs?
I'll put a carton, but I'm going to tip Port on the show. I just, fuck me. I mean,
Carton of Powers goal.
I've gone with the Hawks all year, and this will be
Yeah.
the first game I tip against them.
But off the back of 2 wins, be a man and
I'm
Going
going to go the poos and wees.
Are ya?
Yeah, just because fucking making ground.
In Adelaide. I'd
Yeah,
like to-
That would be making a lot of fucking ground.
that'd be grand.
well,
That
I
would
just
just
think,
be the
well,
biggest ground,
It'd be a
mate.
great storyline of the show.
Yeah, then
You know what
I
I mean?
tip against them. And
Yeah,
then they
and
win.
then,
that
and then
would.
I'm on them. I'm already fucked.
No,
So-
your team's got nothing to do with the game, but I'll be going Port.
I'm going to tip Port. Look, I would love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. You're tipping the Hawks because you hate Port, because you're a Crows man.
Yeah, that's
without you
exactly. I
realising
forgot
it,
to say
that's
that.
why you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Subconsciously.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Me pop, when he was alive, obviously was a Crow supporter, hated Port Adelaide. Me old man, I think I've told this yarn before, went around in front of where he lived and wrote, Kevin loves Port Adelaide and all the bus stops.
Oh, Rod did. yeah, I've told that before.
Yeah.
They used to have a little bit of a prank war going
Yeah,
on.
they did, mate. Yeah, Pop took me, drew a horse. There was a cock drawn on a sign
I
of
was
a
there.
horse rider, yeah. And we wrote Rocket underneath it. And
That Rod.
Rod. And then the second time was Rocket. He did it a second time too. Dad was not happy, but anyway. But yeah, right on his walking path. Kevin loves Port Adelaide. Fucking,
Fuck, that would do.
yeah, good stuff.
Righto.
Simple, but
I'm
does
going
your
to
head
tip
in.
the D's here
Me
too.
too.
It's not.
Yep.
Is it long though? It's long.
Is it long?
Well,
The D's are too good,
okay,
but
mathematically, it is long when you go into Perth, but
it's not from Brizzy though.
No.
Yeah, that was long.
No.
And it is against West Coast.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
where the maths of long comes
Yeah.
into it, but when you're looking at form, it's not so long.
Yeah. Righto. There's the tips.
Tips are in.
Go on, give it to me because I've tipped against the Hawks.
No, I said before
fuck
be
ya.
a man, but
give it to me if we win.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
That would be
'Cause that's
quite
fair.
bittersweet.
Because I've done it once this year. Tipped Penrith against Brisbane and we got flopped. So
I don't think we'll touch on the UFC as I think the Poirier Makachev cards next
That's
weekend.
next weekend,
So
yeah.
we'll cover
That's
all
gonna
that
be a
next
ripper.
week.
Fuck, that's
fucking
creeped
very
up. Yeah.
excited for that.
yeah, look, one of our biggest supporters, boys. We say it every week. He's been with us from the start. The Standard Squeeze team. They're sitting on the bar in front of us here.
They're behind us on the back wall as well.
Yeah, we've got a sticker up there. Grab a sticker. They're fucking quality stickers.
This has stuck.
Yeah.
The whole time, the sticker's stuck.
Come off. Look, they've come up with this cracking idea. They were sick of smashing glass, sick of worrying about what you're going to do with your spirit bottles when you go camping, fishing, whatever your activity you're doing. These little bits of plastic, food grade plastic, mind you, Tom.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, take them wherever you want. You've got all your different size chambers. You've also got your different size general size. You can get a litre one, I think, and fit a litre.
They're a fucking
bottle of
Reggie's
piss in
best
there.
friend. Get yourself the whole range of it. You will find a use for all of them. Put her under your bar. I've literally got a few of them written on what spirits they are. I literally tip it straight in, put it under the bar, piece of piss. When you're blind, you don't get too blind.
More posting too in the RLC there's been this week.
Yes.
Someone else put in there that they've with the squeeze and that.
Getting
They love
around it,
The guys
yeah.
love it when you do that. So keep that up.
Make sure you use the code Reggie15 too at checkout.
Go on there, 15% off. Reggie15 at the standard
Get a
squeeze.
big-
Because I know
.com.
I've been guilty before of hearing something like that going on there and not even
Because it's already so cheap and affordable.
I've just bought it. But makes the two parts about that is you get 15% off, but it shows Ash that you guys are supporting it through the show.
That's
So-
right.
100%.
So
Get
two
around
birds with one stone. Just
Get
fucking
around
do
him
it.
and the team. They support us, and we love supporting them as well. Bunker gets it again for me because fuck
Yep,
him
100%.
with that decision.
Yeah, that's
on
pathetic.
Harry Grant. That was
Whoever
disgusting.
the fuck did that, you get that.
Yeah,
That's it.
fuck
Bunker.
Yeah.
Bunker man, you're fucked.
Yeah,
You're
the
getting
bunker. No,
squeezed.
just the bunker.
Yep.
Yeah. CTC.
That was easy.
Yeah, mate.
That was the easiest
CTC,
one.
the best hats in the fucking land. The Knuckler. We will be close and personal with the big man himself. Every hat that we chuck on this show, apart from this Adelaide Crows one, obviously, is made by the Knuckler proudly. And like we said about Ash and the team at Standard Squeeze, he's supported us for a long time now, so go and support him. Countrycompanies.com is where you go for all the Knucklers designs. He's got plenty of rippers there. They're fucking brilliant, so go check them out. And if you want to make your own, head to countrytruckercaps.com to design whatever you want. So it's a great business model they got, and they support us, so go and support them.
And guess what we'll be doing? We will be designing our own for the 2024
Fucking-
trucker.
Fucking oath,
And we
boys.
have designed our own, and it is elite.
It is elite, boys. Fucking, there's your little teaser. There's some fun stuff
Start
coming
getting
around.
horny for
Fucking
that
oath.
because you're
Fucking
going to
oath.
fucking froth it.
Fucking oath. And there might be some happy people coming up soon. Don't want to sort of tease it too much, but there has been some noise about maybe the Moya shirts. Do you have any more? Don't you have any more? Are you going to make some more?
25, like this year's edition, maybe.
Just keep your ears peeled. Anyway.
Stay posted.
Right.
Big things coming.
Yeah, captain of the week.
Shani Phillips.
It's got to be
obviously
making the cake.
making the baggy
Fuck
Reg
yeah.
cake. She gets it.
I don't
And
think
what an
an
easy job
actual-
we had this week, boys.
Yeah, that was the easiest squeezing captain
we've ever had.
Yeah.
And they just spoke for themselves.
That's
She's
right.
not a baker. She doesn't work in a baker or anything.
Well, we don't
She's
know
done
that, but
Well,
yeah.
but
She
I'm just
could.
Gonna,
She fucking could.
just
Yeah.
put your fucking resume in if you're unemployed at the moment
Yeah.
because
What if
and
Craig's Bakery need a fucking...
that's
Yeah,
right.
cake
Send a
maker.
few reg cakes up our way. But
Fuck
that
yeah.
is fucking class.
It's cool seeing shit like that, eh?
Unreal. Yeah. I showed the missus and said, hey, hey. No, I didn't. Righto,
Where
that's
was
all
that on
we've
me 30th?
got time for. See you on Friday morning, 100% for the punch show.
Yeah. And boys, remember, pack your Reggies, pack your jerseys, because even in the RRLC, we might even try and do a little photo. Like, obviously, one of the days on Magic Round, it'd be cool to maybe get us together
fuck
somewhere.
yeah.
Keep
in
your
the-
ears peeled, actually, because we might try and do a little meet-up somewhere.
Yeah.
At a
Well, we
bar.
did it for the cricket, and there was a good turnout. So
Yeah,
we can
not at the
definitely-
stadium, I mean, just, you know.
Just
might even do
anywhere
it
over the
anywhere.
weekend. You're gonna have 3 days. We'll definitely
And
meet up.
also, now he's a busy man, Cam, from the Alpha Blokes. Part of the Beach of Flats team.
Yeah.
You know, we're all here apart
Integral
from
part.
him. So he's going to be in the box with us all, obviously, this weekend, and he's going to join us on the Punch Show. He's told me...
We're
he is.
locking him in?
I think so.
Lock it in, Eddie.
I hit him up and he says he's keen. Big footy guy. So
Loves
He's
and
going to
knows
join
his
us on
rugby
the
league.
punch show and give us his best of the weekend.
That's right. So it should be a good laugh before we all fly out the next morning. But yeah, he'll join us for the punch show. We'll have the whole Beach of Flats fucking team with Quino as well in here recording that. It'll be a good
Fucking
laugh on
oath.
Fucking
Thursday.
oath. Bit
Great
of fucking
stuff.
Larry's magic.
Yeah, that's right.
You watch
Fucking
him
oath.
get 8 from 8 or something.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
Righto, we'll see you Friday for that.